Hey guys, hope you are well. So, welcome to the Anime Fictions 2.0. This is the story about what if Naruto unlocked Namikaze and Uzumaki Bloodline at the same time. Part 2. Hope you all will love this what if. If you did, do subscribe for more awesome what if. Share with your friends and enjoy them. Check out our channel for more awesome videos like this. So let's jump into the second part. Previously. Well, anyways, you three ain't jonin just yet, said Kakashi. What? But Kakashi-sensei, we pass exam, said Sakura. Well, that was just to see if you are really for the true exam, said Kakashi as he stood up. Met me tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock in the training ground 7, said Kakashi as turned to leave. Oh, before I forget, here's some advice for tomorrow: don't eat anything or you will punk it up, said Kakashi before leaving a couple of leaves. And now. At Konoha Training Ground 7 at 12 o'clock stood only two people. Sasuke and Sakura said they had been waiting for their sensei, an other teammate of 2 hours, and they were annoyed and hungry, but suddenly Kakashi appeared wavering at two of his students, and not even being bothered by the angrily looks he was getting from them. Good morning, you two, said Kakashi. Where have you been? We had waited for you for over 2 hours. Sakura shouted very loudly and angrily. Well, you see, I'm making my way here, but a black cat crossed my path, so I had to go the long way around, said Kakashi. Don't you dare give us that lame excuses, Sakura shouted. Anyways, where's Naruto? Kakashi asked, realized that Naruto wasn't there. He hasn't shown up, said Sakura, who's slightly jealous because Naruto didn't wait 2 hours for Kakashi to finally show up. Actually, I've been here for the past 20 minutes, Naruto said, sitting on a tree branch, surprising Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura. What? Why didn't we see or hear you? Sakura shouted, surprise. Because you were too busy dreaming about Sasuke and he was thinking about revenge, said Naruto, lying completely because thanks to his father's memories he knew that Kakashi is always late unless it was for a mission, so when he said to be here at 10 o'clock he would show up at 12 o'clock, and after their meeting yesterday Naruto went to the training ground and placed the Flying Thunder God seal on a tree, and in truth he came at the same time as Kakashi did. But how didn't I notice him at all until he spoke, thought Kakashi, curious. Kakashi then walk over to a rock and place a clock on it, and walk over to Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, and then he pull out 2 bells from his pocket. You three have 1 hour, get these bells from me or all of you will be sent back to the academy, said Kakashi, causing Sasuke and Sakura to tense up, whilst Naruto didn't seem bothered by it at all. But Kakashi-sensei, there's only 2 bells, said Sakura. Impressive, Sakura, I didn't know you can count, Naruto said, mocking tone. Shut up, Naruto, Sakura shouted angrily. Make me, Naruto said again in a mocking tone. Now, there's no need for fighting anyway, it means that one of you will be sent back to the academy, said Kakashi. Being! Kakashi shouted, and the moment he did, Sasuke and Sakura jump into the bushes whilst Naruto just disappear. I can sense Sasuke is in a tree whilst Sakura is in the forest, but I can't sense Naruto. How's that possible, thought Kakashi as he walked into the forest. In the forest. Sakura wasn't hiding or even planning to get the bells from Kakashi. She was walking around the forest shouting very loudly, Sasuke. Sasuke-kun, where are you? Sasuke-kun? Sakura shouted, looking for her true love. Suddenly she heard something behind her, and as she around to see what it was, but what she saw both shocked and horrified her. There stood leaning on a tree was Sasuke, who was bleeding badly. SSA Sakura, please help me, Sasuke begged. Sasuke-kun, said Sakura, who was on the edge of crying. Please help me, Sakura, Sasuke said before falling to the ground dead. Error! Sakura screamed and then pass out. As she did, the Sasuke in front of her faded away, and up in the trees sitting on a branch was Kakashi. Maybe I overdid it a bit, but she should have seen though the demonic illusion, hell viewing technique, Kakashi thought before leaving. Back on the training ground. As Kakashi walked out forest, he quickly took out a kunai and blocked the incoming shuriken that were for his head. He has some good aim there, thought Kakashi as he watched Sasuke out behind a tree. So you desire that you be the first to try to get the bells, said Kakashi. Don't underestimate me, I'm not like the other two, I'm far better than them, said Sasuke as went his clan's fighting stance, the interceptor style. That is yet to be seen, said Kakashi, who just stood. Sasuke changed at Kakashi at a chunin level of speed which surprised him, and he then continued to block and dodge Sasuke's attacks, which impressed Kakashi by how far skilled Sasuke was in taijutsu because he was managing to push him back a bit. However, Sasuke jumped away and threw several shuriken and kunai at Kakashi, who managed to dodge all of him with ease. However, he did fell for a trap that Sasuke laid out for him, where several move kunai and shuriken were fired at him when Sasuke picked up one of the kunais that thrown and used it to cut a rope line. As Kakashi dodged all of Sasuke's kunais and shurikens, Sasuke quickly ran at Kakashi, and once again engaged Kakashi in taijutsu, but as Kakashi managed to dodge and block Sasuke's attacks, he quickly realized that Sasuke wasn't truly trying to fight him but instead distract Kakashi, as he got closer to grab one of the bells from Kakashi. Upon realizing what Sasuke aimed was, Kakashi saw Sasuke that was about to grab one of the bells. Kakashi managed to jump away in the nick of time, but Sasuke managed to slightly touch one of the bells. Okay, now that was close. This kid is pretty good. I got be careful with him around or else, thought Kakashi. As Kakashi jumped away, Sasuke thought that he needed to up his game if he wanted to pass the exam, so he began to do hand signs. Fire style. Fireball jutsu, said Sasuke as he let out a middle-sized fireball through his mouth. As the fireball headed towards Kakashi, who just there out of shock. How can a Mera Genin be capable of doing AC rank fire ninjutsu technique, thought Kakashi. As the fireball engulfed Kakashi, Sasuke saw that this was he change, and so he quickly overran to Kakashi to grab of the bells, but to his surprise he couldn't find he anyway. Where the hell is he? Behind me, above, thought Sasuke as tried to find where Kakashi was. But suddenly something grabbed Sasuke's ankles, and as he looked down to see what it was, he saw Kakashi's head sticking out of the ground. Looking for me, said Kakashi as he pulls Sasuke underground, leaving only his head by using the earth style double suicide decapitation technique, after which Kakashi came out of the ground and knelt down in front of Sasuke. Well, Sasuke, I got to admit you are indeed talented. I didn't expect to be pushed this far, said Kakashi, and then he got up and walked away. You can't leave me like this. I demand you let me out right now or else, Sasuke shouted. Just then Sakura, who had regained conscious, walked out from the forest, but only to see Sasuke's head on the floor. Ayer, Sakura screamed in terror. Sakura, I'm not dead, just most of my body is buried underneath, said Sasuke. Sasuke-kun, don't worry, I will get you out of this, said Sakura. Suddenly Naruto appeared and walked towards Kakashi. So there you are, I was wondering where you gotta go, said Kakashi. But seriously, where the hell did he go? I couldn't sense him anyway, thought Kakashi. Naruto, help me get Sasuke out of this, Sakura shouted. However, Naruto just ignored her and continued to walk over to Kakashi. So you desired to take a chance and try to get the bells yourself, then let's see if you have better luck than Sasuke did, said Kakashi. Naruto didn't say anything, instead he just went into his fighting stance, which surprised Kakashi because he slightly recognized the stance that Naruto was in. That's fighting stance, it's like a mix between Sensei's and Kushina's, thought Kakashi, as remember that Minato's taijutsu fighting style was mostly based in speed whilst Kushina's was more brutal and destructive, which she learned from her sensei Tsunade Senju. I'll use the Sharingan, but I won't need to push it to the Manjikyu, so I don't have to worry about the Manjikyu breaking the seal and revealing itself, thought Naruto as activated the Sharingan in his left eye, and thanks to the seal it kept it cloaked. Naruto in a burst speed changed at Kakashi at a high-level shinobi, which caught Kakashi by surprise, whilst to Sasuke and Sakura he just disappear and reappear in front of Kakashi as Naruto attacked Kakashi with his taijutsu, to which he actually managed to land his blows on Kakashi, who could only block and dodge them at the best of his ability, and Naruto then flip upside down in the air and start to kick Kakashi to distract him, whilst he used his hands to grab one of the bells of Kakashi's belt. However, Kakashi saw that Naruto was trying to do almost the same thing that Sasuke did before, so he kicked at Naruto's chest to get him away. As Naruto managed to land his feet back on the ground, he then did a couple of hand signs and said Shadow Clone Jutsu, surprising Kakashi, revealing that he can perform the advanced jutsu that most Chunin and Jounin can't even perform, and in a proof of smoke 10 more Narutos appear, who all then change at Kakashi whilst the real Naruto disappear into the forest. As Kakashi eventually managed to land a single blow on each of the clones, he then made a way into the forest to find where Naruto had gotten to. As Kakashi continued to walk in the forest, suddenly he sensed something coming, and just a big gust of wind came out and smacked Kakashi, which sent him flying into a couple of trees, and as Kakashi lay down by the fallen trees he had one thought going through his head. That jutsu, it was a wind style, but the Hokage told me that Naruto had shown that he has lightning chakra nature, so how can he perform wind style jutsus as well, thought Kakashi as he picked himself up of the ground but to kick in the back by Naruto. Okay, I see that you are definitely not playing around, said Kakashi to look at Naruto. This is battle, so why would I, said Naruto as he lifted up his sleeves to show a seal, and in a proof of smoke Naruto was holding his black-bladed katana, to which shocked Kakashi because he recognized Naruto's sword. That sword, it was Kushina's, the Midnight Blade. How or where did he get his hands on it, thought Kakashi. Kakashi then brought out from back pocket 2 kunai and held one in each of his hands to block Naruto's attacks with his sword. Naruto then changed at Kakashi at same level of speed as before, and as he got to Kakashi he did a upper slice at him to which cut part of Kakashi's Konoha's flak jacket, but he managed to block with his kunai by doing a X shape. However, Naruto was able to break free and swing his sword around and cut Kakashi's left arm, causing it to bleed, and he followed it up with a kick to Kakashi's side which push. Okay, I'm actually having trouble here, thought Kakashi. Naruto continued his attack on Kakashi, who could only avoid them and then block until Naruto had enough and start to channel chakra through his sword, causing it to glow brightly, and with one upper swing Naruto managed to shatter both Kakashi's kunai into pieces. That was chakra flow. Okay, seriously, how does he know to do that, thought Kakashi as he tried to avoid Naruto's attacks. Kakashi then desired that he needed to get out of the forest to make more space to avoid Naruto's attacks, so he jumped into the trees, but as he was about to reach a branch something fast came past and cut through the branch, completely forcing Kakashi to land on the floor, and just as he did he turned around to see whatever it was. However, as Kakashi did, but only to see Naruto, instead of channeling normal chakra through his sword he channeled wind chakra and swung it in a horizontal slash and shouted wind slash, where he created a crescent-shaped blade of wind. The blade of wind flew at Kakashi at a very quick phase. However, thanks to Kakashi's quick reflexes he just managed to avoid Naruto's deadly technique, although he did receive a deep cut on his bottom left leg, but the technique didn't stop there, it continued and went on and cut down 2 trees that were behind Kakashi. What was that technique just now? I have never seen or even heard of such technique before, thought Kakashi in shock. However, Kakashi quickly snapped out of his shock when he saw Naruto was about to fire another one of his attacks at him, to which Kakashi continued to quickly make his way out of the forest, but only to be chased after by Naruto, who continued to fire multiple wind slashes at Kakashi which cut down many trees. As Kakashi jumped out of the forest and landed in the middle of the training ground, he saw that Sakura was digging Sasuke out, and so far she managed to dig out his upper body with only his legs remaining under. Just then Naruto walked out of the forest with his sword in his right hand, then he resheathed his sword so that he could perform some hand signs. Lighting style. Lightning roar, said Naruto as he let out a blast of lightning through his mouth, and just like with Mizuki the ground under it was destroyed, and because of its speed and large range Kakashi couldn't escape in time and was completely hit by it. Sasuke and Sakura stare at Naruto's attack in awe and shock. What was that, thought Sakura. What was that jutsu? Where did he learn it from? I must know I deserve that kind of power, not him, thought Sasuke. However, as the smoke cleared it revealed Kakashi was there, and for a second Sasuke and Sakura thought that Naruto had completely destroyed Kakashi, but just Kakashi appeared behind Naruto in a crouched position and his hands form a tiger seal. Second rule of being a shinobi: Naruto, never let your enemy get behind you, said Kakashi. Konohagakure, most secret and sacred technique. 1,000 years of death, said Kakashi as he inserted his index and middle fingers in Naruto's rectum. But as he did, the Naruto in front of him exploded, causing a massive explosion. Fortunately though for Kakashi, he managed to evade the explosion just in time. That was the clone great explosion. First he knows the shadow clone jutsu, and now this, where is he learning all these techniques from, thought Kakashi. Naruto then quickly ran out of the forest and threw a couple of kunais and shurikens at Kakashi, who managed to dodge them. However, before Naruto continued his attack on Kakashi, the alarm clock rang, meaning that the exam was over. After Sakura finished diddling Sasuke out, she and Sasuke and Naruto walk over to Kakashi, who was sitting on the rock. Okay, seeing that none of you, let's talk what went wrong, said Kakashi. Sakura, you were too occupied trying to find Sasuke to even do anything to pass the test and failed to notice that you got caught by my genjutsu, said Kakashi. Sasuke, whilst you did try to get the bells of me and actually did a good job in trying, however you didn't thought about working with the others, believing that they would have hold you back, said Kakashi. Naruto, you were the same as Sasuke, you did a good job trying, but you didn't try to work with Sasuke or Sakura, said Kakashi. However, I have to pass them or the civilian council will be pissed that didn't pass Sasuke because they want me to train him in everything that I know, and Sakura's aunt, who is a higher up in the civilian council, will get them angrily, and as for Naruto, the Hokage wants me to keep eye on him, and after this I can see why, thought Kakashi. Actually, Kakashi-sensei, I did manage to get both bells from you, said Naruto, holding them in his hands. Kakashi, Sasuke and Sakura just stare at Naruto in shock. No way, he actually managed to get them while Sasuke-kun couldn't, thought Sakura. How's that possible? If he's able to get them, so should I, because I'm far better than he is, thought Sasuke. When did he get them and why didn't I notice them gone, thought Kakashi. Naruto, when did you get them off me? Kakashi asked curiously. Back in the forest when I used my wind jutsu on you, which sent you flying into a couple of trees, but before that I created a shadow clone who ran and got them off you as you were hitting the trees, said Naruto. Then why did only I notice them gone until you revealed it? Kakashi asked. Because you were too distracted from our fight, said Naruto. Okay, but why didn't you say that you got them off me, Kakashi asked. Because I wanted to see how I fare against you, said Naruto. Okay, well done, Naruto. However, as for Sasuke and Sakura, you two will also pass the test because I believe despite your problems you two have potential to become great shinobi in the future, said Kakashi, making up an excuse why they truly pass. It is most likely he doesn't want to get in trouble with the civilian council for failing Sasuke and Sakura, thought Naruto. So now on we team 7, said Kakashi. Yes, I'm going to be with Sasuke no matter what, thought Sakura. He seems pretty good, maybe he can help me get stronger, thought Sasuke. Okay, let's re-meet at the Hokage's mansion for our first mission as a team, said Kakashi. As Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura left Kakashi alone, he had one thought going through his head. The Hokage is going to want to know what happened, thought Kakashi as he walked towards the Hokage's office. At the Hokage's office, stood in front of the Hokage was 8 jonin, however there should be 9 if Kakashi had shown up. Okay, seeing that Kakashi is going to be late, why don't we begin? Please tell me in order which team pass and which didn't, said Hiruzen. Team 1 fails, said the jonin 1 hashtag. Team 2 fails, said the jonin 2 hashtag. Team 3 fails, said the jonin 3 hashtag. Team 4 fails, said the jonin 4 hashtag. Team 5 fails, said the jonin 5 hashtag. Team 6 fails, said the jonin 6 hashtag. Team 8 passed, said the only women. Team 10 passed, said the last man. So Asuma and Kurenai, why don't you tell us about your test? Hiruzen asked. The woman was Kurenai Yuhi, the sensei for Team 8. She had fair skin and long black untamed hair that reached her upper back and had unique color eyes. Taught were red and had an additional ring in them. She had makeup, red lipstick and purple eyeshadow. She was wearing a red mesh armor blouse with only the right sleeve visible. Overall, this is very broad material which resembles bandages with a pattern on it similar to those of a rose thorns. Her hands and her upper thighs were wrapped in bandages, and she wore regular shinobi sandals and her Konoha headband. The man was Asuma Sarutobi, the sensei for Team 10. He was a tall man with olive skin and short black hair with a beard and brown eyes. He wore the standard Konoha uniform but with a sash that had the kanji 4 fire mark on it around his waist. Because my team was made to be a tracker squad, I thought to see if they were able, so my test for them was to find a couple of items that I hidden in the training ground and the forest which succeed, and by working together Hinata use her Byakugan to locate them, then Shino use his insects to find the traps I set, and Kiba use his quick reflexes to receive them, said Kurenai. As for my team, I created different puzzles for them, forcing them to work as a team. Choji and Shikamaru didn't have a problem with it, however Ino on the other hand took some time to agree and chip in, said Asuma. Suddenly in a puff of smoke Kakashi appeared reading his orange book. Hey, said Kakashi. Thanks for joining us, Kakashi. Now as everyone else has already revealed, maybe you can share as well, said Hiruzen. Well, my team passed, said Kakashi, surprising everyone because Kakashi had never passed anyone before. Everyone whose team didn't pass please leave, said Hiruzen, and 6 jonin left the room. Now Kakashi, please tell us what happened, Hiruzen said, curious. After I announced it, all 3 of them disappear into the forest, but I still could sense where Sasuke and Sakura was. However, I couldn't find Naruto. Then I walked into the forest and found Sakura straight away, who was shouting and looking for Sasuke, so I used a genjutsu on her which caused her to pass out. Then I left her and walked out of the forest, but only to find Sasuke, who thrown a couple of kunai and shuriken at my head, but I managed to avoid them. Then he came out and fought me head on, and from it I saw that he had completely mastered the Uchiha clan fighting style, the interceptor style, and he was at least S Chunin level in speed. And after a bit Sasuke then performed the fireball jutsu at him, which I have to admit caught me by surprise. However, I replaced myself with a log, and after when he was looking for me to get the bells, but I went underground, and then I used the earth jutsu double suicide decapitation technique to trap Sasuke, said Kakashi. What about Naruto, what did he do, said Hiruzen. Well, that what really caught me by surprise, said Kakashi, causing everyone else to get even more curious. After I trapped Sasuke, Sakura came out of the forest, and she then went to help Sasuke to get him free, and just then Naruto appeared and was ready to try to get the bells from me. The first thing that caught my attention was his taijutsu stance. It was like a mix my sensei's and Lady Kushina, said Kakashi, shocking everyone. Are you certain of this, Kakashi? Hiruzen. Yeah, and when we fought it was indeed a mix between them. It had Sensei's quick moves as well as Kushina's brutality and Naruto's speed. It was way beyond what a genin should be capable of, like a jonin level, said Kakashi, shocking everyone further away. Dame, that sounds impressive, said Asuma. Yeah, and as well fought. He did a flip in the air and started to kick me, but only to distract me so he could grab one of the bells. When I saw this I kick him away, but he picked himself up straight away, and then the shadow clone jutsu, and created 10 clones whilst he ran into the forest. After I handled the clones as quickly as I could, I follow after Him which I regret, said Kakashi. Why is that, Kakashi Kurinai asked curiously. After I walk in the forest I got hit by a powerful wind jutsu which I think was the great breakthrough technique, but I can't be sure, anyways it sent me flying in a couple of trees, and when I got back up I was kicked in the back by Naruto, said Kakashi, shocking everyone again, especially Hiruzen, because he knew that Naruto already has lightning chakra nature, but it shows that Naruto already has two. Wow, that sounds brutal, said Asuma, who was also curious about the wind jutsu that Naruto used. Yeah, tell me about it, and here's another shocker, he then pulled out a sword which is none other than Kushina's the Crimson Blade, said Kakashi. What, but how's that possible? No one knew where it was after the attack, said Kurinai. I don't know how, but I knew it meant trouble for me, so I took out two kunais, and when Naruto started attacking me with it he showed that he was skilled in kenjutsu. However, after a while he had enough and start to channel his chakra though the sword and shatter my kunais with one upper swing, said Kakashi as he took the part of the kunais that he was holding. When it happened. Wow, that kid sounds dangerous, said Asuma. Kakashi, are you saying that Naruto knows chakra flow technique, said Hiruzen. Yeah, I was surprised by it too, and then I thought that it would better if I go somewhere with more room so I can avoid Naruto's attacks easily. However, as I jump away something came flying past me and cut through the branch that I was about to step on, which forced me to land back on the ground. After I did I looked back to what it was, and all I saw was Naruto with Kushina's sword in his hands, said Kakashi. What was it, Kakashi? What did he do? Said Hiruzen, who wanted to know what happened. I didn't know at first until I saw the chakra on the sword, and it wasn't normal chakra as before. Instead, from the way it looked, it was wind chakra, and then I was proven right when Naruto did a slash in the wind at me and shouted wind slash, and it created a crescent-shaped blade of wind which headed right for me at a quick phase. However, I managed to dodge but cut my bottom left leg, and it carried on and hit, and cut down a tree behind me and another one behind that one, said Kakashi. I never heard of such a wind technique before, have you, Asuma? Said Kurinai. No, I haven't, and I got to admit it sounds like useful technique to have, said Asuma. And very dangerous when it is used on you, let me tell you, said Kakashi as he lifted up his pants on his left leg to saw the cut that he got from Naruto. Wow, the kid did that to you, said Asuma. Yeah, and I'm only thankful that it didn't hit me somewhere serious, said Kakashi. Kakashi, please continue your report, said Hiruzen, who wanted to know everything Kakashi discovered. Well, after that I quickly continued my out of the forest whilst Naruto followed behind me and sended many of that wind jutsu at me, cutting down lots of trees, and when I finally made it out and tried to catch my breath I saw Sakura helping Sasuke out of my trap. However, when Naruto showed up he put his sword into the ground, so he used hand to perform a ninjutsu at me, and it was the same jutsu that you told me, Hokage-san, that he used on Mizuki, but it was way more powerful, which caught me in surprise. However, when it was finished and he walked over to me to get the bells, I appeared behind him after using the body replacement technique to escape his attack. I then desired to perform a jutsu of my own, the 1,000 years of death. However, just as I did it he exploded, showing that he knows the clone great explosion as well, which caught me off by surprise again, and then Naruto appeared and started to throw kunais and shurikens at me, but before he could continue my alarm went off, said Kakashi. So how come they passed then, Kurinai asked. Well, after telling them what they did wrong Naruto revealed that he actually managed to get them off without me noticing, said Kakashi, shocking everyone. But how's that possible, said Kurinai. He said when he used his wind jutsu on me which sent me flying into a couple of trees, one of his shadow clones stealthily got them off me, said Kakashi. But how come Sasuke and Sakura passed, said Asuma. Well, if didn't pass Sasuke the civilian council will cause trouble, and if I didn't pass Sakura her aunt will get the other members to join her and cause trouble, said Kakashi. Fair point, said Asuma. I think that's all of today, Asuma. Kurinai, I need to talk with Kakashi privately, said Hiruzen. Once Asuma and Kurinai left, Hiruzen became serious. So what do you think then after seeing that, said Hiruzen. I got to admit something is going on with Naruto because no fresh genin should be that strong, said Kakashi. Yes, ever since his 5th birthday after the attack he had become distant from everyone including me. I even had some of my umbu follow him to see where he goes in his free time, but every time he disappear without a trace, said Hiruzen. And where exactly did he get Kushina's sword, because nobody could find where she kept it after the QB attack, said Kakashi. Yes, and after the incident with Mizuki I sent my umbu to bring Naruto to me, but they couldn't find him, and he wasn't at his apartment all night. I know because my umbu waited all night for him to show. It wasn't until the next morning when he was eating ramen at Ichiraku when they finally brought him to me, and then he revealed that he didn't need the apartment at all because he has somewhere else to live, and when asked where he won't reveal it to me, said Hiruzen. So what do you want me to do, Hokage-san, said Kakashi. I want you to find out anything on Naruto, like where does he train, what does he do, who is training him in secret, and where does he currently live now, said Hiruzen. Hi Hokage-san, said Kakashi before disappearing. I must make sure Naruto isn't secretly working with any of our enemies for the good of the village, thought Hiruzen. Last time. So what do you want me to do, Hokage-san, said Kakashi. I want you to find out anything on Naruto, like where does he train, what does he do, who is training him in secret, and where does he currently live now, said Hiruzen. Hi Hokage-san, said Kakashi before disappearing. I must make sure Naruto isn't secretly working with any of our enemies for the good of the village, thought Hiruzen. Current time. In someone else's point of view. Deep within the forest that surrounded Konoha, something was running straight away from Konoha very quickly, and if someone could see in its eyes, they'd be able to see it had hope of escaping. I got to hurry, or they will find me and bring me back to that thing, thought the creature. I think it went this way. Someone shouted very loudly. Damn it, I thought it would take them longer to find my tracks, thought the creature. But just then someone with dark purple animal-like eyes appeared right in front of the creature and reached out and grabbed the creature. Damn it, thought the creature. Kakashi-sensei, I have the cat, said the person. Back to normal. Great work, Naruto, I think that sets a new record, said Kakashi over the headset. But Kakashi-sensei, Sasuke-kun and I did all the work, whilst all Naruto did was nothing until now. Shouldn't he get in trouble for not helping us sooner, Sakura complained. Well, I thought that you and Sasuke needed to improve your stamina, and I saw this opportunity to help you, said Naruto, lying completely, whilst in truth he just didn't want to do this mission, seeing that this was a pointless mission, but tired of waiting for Sasuke and Sakura to catch Tora, so he desired to step in. Shut up, Naruto, or else, Sakura shouted. Or else what? Your threads don't scare me, said Naruto. Now everyone calm down, Naruto, bring Tora back to the village, but be careful, she might try to escape, said Kakashi. Yes, Kakashi-sensei, said Naruto. I wonder why it runs away a lot, thought Naruto as he carried the cat back to the village. At the Hokage's office. That explained it, thought Naruto as look at the scene in front of him. Right in front of him, Naruto watches Madame Shurjimi, the wife of Demio of the Land of Fire, hug/strangled Tora. Great job, Team 7. Now as for your next mission, you can choose from helping with the client's grocery, paint another client, fence, or babysit, said Irika. Tora come back, said Madame Shurjimi. Or now bring Tora back to Madame Shurjimi, said Irika. And oh way, Sasuke-kun deserves a better assistant than any of these pointless ones, Sakura shouted, which Sasuke agreed with but didn't say anything. These mission ain't pointless, Sakura, they are to help you to improve your teamwork for future mission that are higher in rank, Irika explained. I need harder missions so that I can become even stronger, said Sasuke. You're not ready for them, you're just a brand new jonin team, said Irika. Irika, if they think they are ready for a higher rank mission, why don't we give them a C rank if you think they ready, Kakashi, said Hiruzen. Yes sure, said Kakashi as he continued to read his book. Okay, please bring in the client, said Hiruzen to a jonin. After a couple of minutes, a old man walked. These are the shinobi that I hire, they look like they belong in school, said the old man. Mr. Tazuna, please don't underestimate my genin because of their age, said Hiruzen. I'm just saying that I wanted real shinobi, not children. Before Tazuna could finish his sentence, he felt something sharp against his neck. As Tazuna slightly turned his head around, he saw Naruto hold a kunai against his neck. Listen to our Hokage and don't underestimate me, got it, said Naruto seriously, scaring Tazuna. Whilst this happened, everyone else in the room all thought about what just happened. How did he get there so fast, thought Sakura. I should be the one to be able to move like that, Sasuke thought angrily and jealousy. At least I know that this mission isn't going to be that difficult, it being a C rank and having Naruto will just make it that more easier, thought Kakashi. So Kakashi wasn't overestimate Naruto's speed, thought Hiruzen. I still find it hard to believe a new genin has that kind of power, thought Irika. What the hell, thought Tazuna. Naruto, it's bad for business to threaten the client, said Hiruzen. Yes, Hokage-san, said Naruto as he pulled his kunai away and then walked back. You see, Tazuna, don't underestimate my shinobi, even the genin, said Hiruzen. Why, yeah sure, said Tazuna, who was still a bit scared. Okay team, let's at the west gate in 2 hours, bring only things that you need, said Kakashi. 4 hours at Konoha's west gate. Right now Sasuke and Sakura were waiting for Kakashi and Naruto for over 2 hours. Where the hell are they? Sakura shouted. Why do I always get stuck alone with her, thought Sasuke. But just then Kakashi appeared with Tazuna. Yo, said Kakashi simply. Where the hell have you been? Sakura shouted. Well, you see, I got lost on the path of life, said Kakashi with a lame excuses. Bullshit, Sakura shouted. Anyway, where's Naruto? Kakashi asked. He hasn't shown up yet, said Sakura. However, just as Sakura, that Naruto appeared right in front of everyone. Is it time to leave? Naruto asked simply. Yet 2 hours ago. Where the hell have you been? Sakura shouted. Around, and besides, I have already told you twice that Kakashi is always 2 hours late from Miss Sison, said Naruto. Anyways, is everyone ready, because it's going to take us a couple of days to get the Land of Waves, said Kakashi. Wait! Sakura shouted. Yes, what is it, Sakura, said Kakashi. Naruto doesn't have anything with him for the Miss Sison, said Sakura. What's the point of carry it whiles I can just seal it into a scroll, said Naruto, as he pulled out a scroll. He knows how to seal things. Sure, the storage scrolls are easiest to learn, but still, who taught him how to do that, thought Kakashi. Then seal both Mai and Sasuke-kun's bags in there as well, said Sakura. No, said Naruto simply. Why not? Sakura shouted. Because it isn't my fault that you don't know how to do seal things yourself, said Naruto. Kakashi-sensei, make Naruto seal our things as well, said Sakura. I will not, because he has a point. Storage scroll are useful in our line of work, so you two really should learn how to do it yourselves as well, but until then you will have to carry your things the old-fashioned way, said Kakashi. After that, all of Team 7 and Tazuna left the village and made their way to the Land of Waves. As they walked, Sakura desired that it was a perfect time to ask Tazuna a couple of questions about the Land of Waves. So Tazuna, didn't you hire any shinobi from the Land of Waves, said Sakura. Sakura, not every nation has a shinobi village, said Kakashi. How come, Kakashi-sensei, said Sakura. Many nations can't afford the funding for a shinobi village as it is costly, said Kakashi. Oh, I see, said Sakura. However, in the Land of Iron, instead of having shinobi, they have samurais, said Kakashi. Samurais, said Sasuke. Masters of Kenjutsu, and the ones from the Land of Iron, said Kakashi. Interesting, thought Sasuke. As they continued their way, they saw a puddle in the middle of the road, which was strange because it hasn't rained for a couple days, and as they passed it, only Naruto and Kakashi knew the truth, whilst Tazuna, Sasuke, and Sakura didn't have a quote. Suddenly, metal chains appeared wrapped around Kakashi, and then 2 men appear with large clawed gauntlet which had one end of the chains around Kakashi attached to it. One had the gauntlet of his right hand, whilst the other had it on his left hand. Both of them had shoulder-length wild dark brown hair and dark eyes. He wore a rebreather that covered the lower half of his face like Kakashi with his mask, a camouflage suit with bandages around his waists, dark-colored knee-length sandals, and a ragged black cape, and around his forehead he had the Kirigakure headband. However, one had a single horn on it whilst the other had 2 horns on his. Then both men pulled on the chains which tear Kakashi in pieces. Ayer! Sakura screamed in horror. If he goes down that easy, then he was worthless to me after all, and not worthy of the Sharingan, thought Sasuke. 1 down, 4 to go, said the one with only 1 horn. This is going too easy, brother, said the one with 2 horns. Then both men changed at Sasuke and Sakura, who were standing next to Tazuna and were going to cut his with claws on their gauntlet which had poison on them. However, before they could, Naruto threw a kunai in the middle of the chains which stopped them in their tracks. Nice move, kid, said the one with only 1 horn. But is no way enough to stop us, said the one with 2 horns. Both men then press a hidden button within their gauntlets that disattached the chain, freeing them from Naruto's kunai. However, as one of them continued to fray Tazuna, and the other brother went at Naruto. You're dead, kid, said the one with 2 horns. No, I'm not, said Naruto, as he used his superior speed and reflexes to jump above the man, and then with his sword Naruto pierced through the man's right shoulder. Ayer! The man screamed in pain. Brother! Said the other man, shouted with concern for his brother. You really shouldn't look away from an enemy, you know, said a voice behind him, and as the man quickly turned his head he saw the man that he and his brother just killed, who then knocked him out cold. Kakashi-sensei, you're alive, but how, said Sakura, relief. I used the replacement technique to allow them to think they kill me, said Kakashi. Isn't that a bit dangerous, said Tazuna. I did it to see who they were aiming for, said Kakashi. Look at Tazuna seriously. What do you mean, said Tazuna, getting nervously. They were after you, Tazuna. Care to explain yourself, said Kakashi. Fine, you got me. These men were hired to kill me by Gato, said Tazuna. Wait, Gato for Gato Shipping Company? Why would he do that, said Kakashi. Because he has taken over my whole village by force, said Tazuna. How did he, Tazuna-san, said Sakura. My village only has one way of getting anything, that is those shipping, and Gato knew this, so he took out any competition, raised the price, and had hired an army of bandits and thugs so that if anybody tries anything against him they would kill them, said Tazuna. But why would he send men after you, said Kakashi. Because I'm trying to build a bridge which will connect us to the mainland, said Tazuna. Which will end Gato's rule over your village, said Kakashi. Yes, exactly, that's why he wants me dead, because without me the bridge will never be finished, said Tazuna. Tazuna then went on his hands and feet in front of Team 7. I beg you please continue the mission, Tazuna begged. You pay for AC rank mission, meaning that we will fight off bandits and thugs, yes sure, but after these two it's obvious that Gato has higher shinobi, which will make this a rank mission, but I think you knew that, said Kakashi. That was all money we could muster up, but if you complete the mission we will pay you in full, said Tazuna. I don't know, said Kakashi, because he wanted to help Tazuna, but it will mean putting his genin in danger. Kakashi-sensei, I believe we should continue on with the mission, said Naruto. Naruto, this is serious, we can just rush ahead, said Kakashi. That's not what I'm saying, we take our time and plan ahead, and also you are missing one important thing that we can achieve for the village if we success in this mission, said Naruto. And what's that, said Kakashi. We can create a trade route for our land with the Land of Waves, said Naruto. Naruto then looked to Tazuna, who nodded his head agreeing with Naruto's idea. That's true, creating another trade route will be great for the village and the Land of Fire, thought Kakashi. What do you two think, said Kakashi. I say we continue on, said Sasuke. This may be a good opportunity to test my strength, thought Sasuke. Yeah, we finish this mission, said Sakura. I can't let Sasuke-kun down, thought Sakura. Okay, Tazuna, we will continue the mission, said Kakashi. Thank you so much, said Tazuna. As they continued their way to Tazuna's village, they had to stop and had to hire a rowboat to get there, and as they got closer they saw something huge within the mist. What's that, Sakura asked. Well, that people is, said Tazuna. As they got closer it revealed a massive unfinished bridge. My bridge, said Tazuna. It's huge, said Sakura. Well, yeah, it has to be, said Tazuna. Because of how many people will use it, said Naruto. Yes, exactly, said Tazuna. The rower then informed them that he couldn't take them all the way because Gato's men may spot them, and as they finally reached land, Naruto sensed something in a brush, so he threw a kunai at it, but then a pure white rabbit ran out from the brush, scared. Naruto, you massive idiot, you almost hurt that poor rabbit, Sakura shouted. No, there was something there, I know it, thought Naruto. Wait, that rabbit's fur, it's white, it doesn't belong in this land, thought Kakashi. Suddenly Kakashi sensed something headed straight for them. Everyone down now, Kakashi shouted. As they all ducked in time, a large blade flew past them and was embedded in a tree, and then a man appeared standing on it. The man was tall and noticeably muscular build with pale skin, he had black hair and brown eyes, he had bandages around the lower half of his face, and his forehead protector was sideways, he was shirtless but had a belt going across his chest and wore baggy pants and mimetic wrist warmer extending up to his elbows with matching leg warmer. That sword, it's Kubikura Bocho, or otherwise known as the Executioner Blade, one of the 7 swords of the mist, so it's Zabuza Momochi, the demon of the mist, said Kakashi. I'm flattered that Kakashi Hatake, the copycat ninja, knows who I am, said Zabuza. So Gato has even higher, you, said Kakashi. Yes, so why don't you choose the easy way and just hand over the bridge builder, said Zabuza. I can't do that, Zabuza, said Kakashi. Well, in that case, said Zabuza. Zabuza then ripped his blade from the tree and jumped onto the lake, and was standing on it. It's the hard way then, said Zabuza. Stay and guard Tazuna, I will handle Zabuza, said Kakashi. But how will you handle me if you can't see me, said Zabuza as he began doing a couple of hand signs. Hidden mist, justice, said Zabuza, then a thick mist appeared which covered everything, making it impossible to see anything and making Zabuza disappear. He's going to do the silent killing technique, it is his village's specialty, thought Kakashi. Suddenly Zabuza appeared in the middle of Tazuna, Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura and was ready to cut them in half with his executioner blade. However, as he was about to chop Tazuna in half, he was stopped by Naruto, who blocked it with his sword. Oh, impressive, a mere genin managed to block my attack so well, said Zabuza before disappearing in the mist again. I have no choice, I got to use it, said Kakashi. Kakashi then lifted up his headband to reveal his other eye, which was red with 3 times in it. Are you famous the Sharingan, I said Zabuza within the mist. So he does possess the Sharingan, but how does he have it, thought Sasuke. The Sharingan, what's that, Sakura asked curiously. The Sharingan is the legendary bloodline of the Uchiha clan which allows the user to see their opponent's movements, and copy them as well as cast powerful genjutsu over them just by looking into their eyes, Sasuke said with pride. Wow, said Sakura. But suddenly everyone felt an overwhelming sense of killer instinct coming from within the mist. 8 points, said Zabuza within the mist. Which should I choose, the liver, lungs, spine, heart, kidneys, throat, larynx, subclavian artery, and the last the brain, said Zabuza. He's using his killer instinct to intimidate us, thought Kakashi. It's a good thing that Kurama helped train me to withstand killing instinct, thought Naruto. Sakura was so scared of Zabuza's killer instinct she couldn't even move an inch. Why are I shaking him so much, thought Sasuke as he looked at his hand which was shaking. I got to make it go away, thought Sasuke as he lifted one of his kunais closer to his throat but stopped when he heard Kakashi's voice. Sasuke, calm down, I promise I would allow any of you get hurt, okay, said Kakashi, hoping to calm Sasuke's nervous, which it did. I wouldn't make promises that you can't keep, Kakashi, said Zabuza, who appeared behind and was ready to attack. However, Kakashi brought a kunai and sliced those Zabuza's throat just in time, but instead of blood there was water. Then Zabuza's whole body turned into a puddle of water. A water clone, then, that means, Kakashi thought as he turned his head just to see Zabuza, who then cut Kakashi in half. However, just like Zabuza, both halves of Kakashi turned into puddles of water. He made a water clone just like I did, damn it, that copycat shit, thought Zabuza. This over, Zabuza, Kakashi said as he held a kunai against Zabuza's throat. I don't think so, said Zabuza as he then turned in another puddle of water. Another water clone, thought Kakashi. Zabuza then appeared behind Kakashi and kicked him in the back. However, Kakashi managed to turn around and block it, but the force from it sent him flying into the lake. As Kakashi tried to channel his chakra so he will be able to stand on the water, he felt something wrong with the water, like it was heavier, and that was when Kakashi realized why, but it was too late because Zabuza was standing over him. Water prison jutsu, said Zabuza as he held his left hand out, and the water around Kakashi formed into a ball, trapping both Kakashi and Zabuza's left hand. Damn it, I fell right into his trap, thought Kakashi. Haha, I can't believe you fell for it, said Zabuza. Oh no, Kakashi-sensei, said Sakura, worry for her sensei. Just great, said Sasuke. This is bad, said Tazuna. However, unlike everyone else's reaction, Naruto's was different. So be it, said Naruto as he walked towards Zabuza and Kakashi with his in hand. I'll use my Sharingan against him as well, thought Naruto as he channeled his chakra in the seal, activating his Sharingan. Oh, so you think you can save your sensei, do you, said Zabuza. Naruto, you got chance against someone like him, said Kakashi. Yeah, you better listen to your sensei or else, said Zabuza. However, just kept walking towards them, and when he reached the water, Naruto then started to channel chakra, though his feet, like Zabuza, is doing, to allow him to walk on the water. He knows the water surface walking practice as well, but how, Kakashi thought curiously. I don't have time to waste on a mere jonin like you, said Zabuza as he did a hand sign with his free hand. Suddenly the water in front of Zabuza rose and formed into another Zabuza. Deal with him, said the real Zabuza. The water clone of Zabuza then drew out its own executioner blade and changed at Naruto, and everyone thought it was the end for the blonde hair leaf genin, but in a blink of an eye it was over. Naruto was a bit closer to real Zabuza whilst the water clone was now headless, then it turned back into water. Everyone just stood where they were in shock. What the, said Sakura. No way, said Sasuke. How did he do that, said Tazuna. Where did he learn to do something like that, thought Kakashi. Impressive, kid, I didn't expect something like that, said Zabuza. Or this, said Naruto as he channeled one of his unique chakras, though the hand that wasn't holding his sword, and then as he lifted his hand up, shooting out of his palm came out gold chains, made out of Naruto's chakra. What the fuck, said Zabuza. What is that, said Sakura. What are those things, Sasuke thought curiously. Those are the same chains that Kushina had, Kakashi thought in shock. Naruto chains headed straight for Zabuza's left wrist, and as he saw them coming he knew that he didn't have a choice but to let go of his water prison over Kakashi. However, as he did, Naruto's chains did manage to cut Zabuza's left palm, and as Kakashi saw this he was shocked again. Wait, Kushina's chains could do physical harm, only suppress someone's chakra or be used in sealing, so how come, thought Kakashi as he made his way back to the other. Kakashi-sensei, are you alright? Sakura shouted. No, using the Sharingan uses a lot of chakra, and with the water prison jutsu which weakens the person who is captured by it, I'm going to need a minute, said Kakashi. But will Naruto be able to hold out that long, said Sakura. I hope so, said Kakashi. But after doing the bell test, and that it seems he still hasn't shown everything he knows yet, there's no doubt about he will be okay, thought Kakashi. Damn it, what the hell are those things, thought Zabuza. The chakra chain then retreated back into Naruto's hand. Interesting trick you got there, kid, said Zabuza. Naruto didn't say anything, he just disappeared in a burst of speed, but he then reappeared straight in front of Zabuza and began to attack Zabuza with his sword. However, Zabuza did manage to block them with his executioner blade thanks to all of his experienced swordsmanship. He's actually pretty good with kenjutsu, Zabuza thought whilst actually being impressed. As Naruto and Zabuza battle in kenjutsu, shocking both Sasuke and Sakura. However, just then Zabuza kicked the water to splash Naruto, making him back for a second, which allows Zabuza to begin his attacks on his, but because of Naruto's speed and Sharingan, Zabuza couldn't land any hits on Naruto until he managed to kick Naruto's sword out of his hands when Naruto tried to attack Zabuza from behind, but Zabuza did a back kick, which disarmed Naruto. Then he swung his executioner blade down upon Naruto, but was blocked by something. Naruto had channeled his chakra mode and had created almost identical executioner blade, but it was a gold glowing malleable chakra version of the executioner blade. It's a gold version of Kanshiki Otsutsuki tool creation technique. What the fuck, thought Zabuza. What is that, said Sakuya. That's not possible, said Kakashi, shock. What is Kakashi sensei, said Sakuya. It's like the ability to create those chakra chains you just saw, but he shouldn't be able to create other things than those chakra chains, said Kakashi. I wonder why only he can do something like that whilst Kushina couldn't, thought Kakashi curiously. Damn it, kid, another trick, said Zabuza. A shinobi should have more than just one trick, said Naruto. True enough, said Zabuza. Then Zabuza and Naruto both jump away from each other, and Zabuza saw that Naruto wasn't having any difficulty holding his version of the executioner blade at all, which was strange because for someone to be able to lift the executioner blade they need to be strong, and the reason why Naruto wasn't having difficulty was simple, because the blade was made from his unique Uzumaki chakra, meaning every weapon he can make from it will weigh nothing to him, but to anybody else it will be like the real thing. But suddenly two kunais came flying at Zabuza, who managed to block them with ease. Then Kakashi appeared standing next to Naruto. Naruto, I'll handle this, so go back to the others, said Kakashi. No, Kakashi-sensei, said Naruto. What, why, said Kakashi. Because you haven't fully recovered yet, and you might be recaptured, said Naruto. Fine, but Naruto, be careful, said Kakashi. Enough of this, said Zabuza, who had enough of waiting. Kakashi saw this and began doing exactly the same hand signs as Zabuza thanks to his Sharingan. Water style, water dragon jutsu, said Zabuza as a dragon made out of water rose from the lake behind him. Water style, water dragon jutsu, said Kakashi as a dragon made out of water rose from the lake behind him. Then both water dragons changed and clashed against each other, causing a large splash of water. He was able to copy and perform my jutsu, thought Zabuza. Zabuza then saw Naruto doing a couple of hand signs which he recognized. Water style, water tidal waves, said Naruto as he unleashed a large water tidal waves towards Zabuza. He already has their chakra natures, Kakashi thought, surprised. What the hell, is he really a genin, thought Zabuza. As Naruto's water jutsu slammed into Zabuza, which then sent him into a tree, but Zabuza did manage to pick himself up, but just as he did, a couple samban came flying out of nowhere and hit his neck, dropping him. Then in a tree above Zabuza appeared a person wearing a standard Kirigakure pinstripes outfit which stopped at his knees with a green haori with white trimming over it, and around his waist a brown slash, as well as sandals with an Umbu Black Ops mask with the symbol of the Hidden Mist Village on it, which hided his face completely. Thank you for dealing with Zabuza for me, I have been tracking him for a while now, said the mask before he disappeared and then reappeared next to Zabuza. Kakashi-sensei, who is that? Sakura asked curiously. That Sakura is a hunter nin, said Kakashi. A hunter nin, said Sakura. They specialist in tracking rouge ninjas from their village, said Kakashi. But for his voice sounds only a bit older than these three, thought Kakashi. I will be taking my leave, said the masked man before he disappeared. Okay, let's continue on out, Missy. Before Kakashi could finish, he passed out of the floor. Kakashi-sensei, shouted two of his genin. Last time. I thank you for dealing with Zabuza for me, I have been tracking him for a while now, said the mask before he disappeared and then reappeared next to Zabuza. Kakashi-sensei, who is that? Sakura asked curiously. That Sakura is a hunter nin, said Kakashi. A hunter nin, said Sakura. They specialist in tracking rouge ninjas from their village, said Kakashi. But for his voice sounds only a bit older than these three, thought Kakashi. I will be taking my leave, said the masked man before he disappeared. Okay, let's continue on out, Missy. Before Kakashi could finish, he passed out of the floor. Kakashi-sensei, shouted two of his genin. Current time. In the land of waves and inside of a house that was close to the ocean, and within one of its rooms was Kakashi resting up after his fight against Zabuza. When Kakashi passed out, Tazuna offered to carry him so that the remaining members of Team 7 could protect him properly, and when they got to Tazuna's house and as they lay him down to rest, Naruto then informed everyone that Kakashi's condition wasn't any physical damage, but instead it was chakra exhaustion, which he knew because of his sensing ability. As Tsunami Tazuna's daughter was walking up the stairs, she heard a noise from the room where they put Kakashi, and as she opened the door she saw that Kakashi was starting to wake up, so she quickly went downstairs to inform everyone, who then all went upstairs to see Kakashi. "Where am I?" said Kakashi as he rubbed his eyes. "Kakashi-sensei, you're finally awake," Sakura shouted. "What happened?" Kakashi asked. "Well, after your fight with Zabuza we took you straight to Tazuna's house to recover," said Sakura. "I see, so how long was I out?" said Kakashi. "Just a day," said Sasuke. "So are you alright now?" Kakashi said. Tazuna? "Yeah, it's a side effect of using the Sharingan," said Kakashi. "Side effect?" Sasuke asked, confused, as he never heard of a side effect using the Sharingan like that. "Well, you see, I'm not actually from the Uchiha clan, so I didn't get the Sharingan naturally, and because I'm not a Uchiha it puts a lot of stress on my body from using it," Kakashi explained. "I don't suffer those side effects because I'm a Uzumaki, meaning that I naturally possess a strong, as well as me being a Jinchuriki," thought Naruto. "If it does that much damage to you, Kakashi-sensei, then why do you use it then?" said Sakura. "Because during my career as a shinobi and I have faced off against strong opponents, so I had no choice but to use it," said Kakashi. "I questions for you, Kakashi-sensei," said Sasuke. "What is it?" Sasuke said Kakashi, while he already had a good idea of what it is. "How exactly did you get my clan's bloodline in the first place?" said Sasuke. "For my former teammate Obito Uchiha," said Kakashi. "What, did you just take the eye from him?" said Sasuke. "No, I didn't steal it," told Kakashi firmly. "Then how did you get it then?" said Sasuke. "I wouldn't go into much detail about it, but during the Third Great Ninja War my teammates and I were sent on a mission to Kenab Bridge, and events happened there where I lost my original left eye and got this scar, but worse of all, Obito died saving but not before giving me this left eye of his," said Kakashi sadly. "I think we talk about something more recently," said Naruto. "Like what?" Naruto said Kakashi. "At the fact that Zabuza is still alive and will be coming here to finish the job," said Naruto, shocking everyone. "Don't make up lies like that, Naruto!" Sakura shouted loudly. "Sakura, Naruto isn't lying," said Kakashi. "What do you mean, Kakashi-sensei?" Sakura shouted. "I mean exactly what Naruto just said. Zabuza is still alive," said Kakashi. "How is that possible, Kakashi-sensei?" Sakura shouted, while Sasuke didn't say anything, but he still wanted to know. "Because of what the hunter Nin used and what he didn't use," said Kakashi. "What do you mean, Kakashi-sensei?" said Sakura. "I mean, is the tool he used was Senbon instead of kunais or shurikens, which would be the obvious to take someone down, and then he just took the body. Normally a hunter Nin would just dispose of the body and obviously take the executioner blade because it belongs to Kirigakure," said Kakashi. "Don't you think you're overthinking about this?" said Tazuna. "Tazuna, it is our job to be prepared for anything," said Kakashi. "So what do you think we should do then, Kakashi-sensei?" said Naruto. "We should train for the worst," said Kakashi. "Train?" said Sasuke and Sakura. "Yes, to get you two prepared for upcoming battle," said Kakashi. "Two, but there's three of us, Kakashi-sensei," said Sakura. "Yes, you and Sasuke need to get stronger if you be able to help Naruto and I in the next fight against Zabuza and that fake hunter Nin," said Kakashi. "What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying that I'm far weaker than him?" Sasuke said angrily. "Yes, because during the fight against Zabuza it was Naruto who kept him busy whiles I recover and was the one used that powerful water-style ninjutsu to send him flying into the trees," said Kakashi. "Yeah, about that. Hey Naruto, what were those techniques that you used to create those weapons from?" said Sakura curiously, while Sasuke was eager to know as well. "That's none of your business," said Naruto. "What do you mean it's none of our business? We're your teammates, ain't we?" Sakura shouted angrily. "Point at Sakura, you're just being nosy." "Point at Sasuke, all he just wants to know if he could learn it." "Point at Kakashi, but Sensei here already knows all about it," said Naruto. "In that case, Kakashi-sensei, can you tell us about Naruto's weapon-creating technique?" said Sakura. Kakashi looked at Naruto, who was giving a glance which basically means "don't you even dare." "Sorry, I'm not at liberty to say anything," said Kakashi. "Why not?" Sakura whined. "By the Hokage orders," said Kakashi, lying. Kakashi then turned to look at Tazuna. "Now then, Tazuna, do you know any place where I can train these two?" said Kakashi. "There is a forest nearby, you can use it for training if you want," said Tazuna. "Okay then, thank you. Naruto, can you stay with Tazuna and his family to guard them if anything happens?" said Kakashi as he picked himself up but was still feeling weak. "Wait right there, I got something that might help a bit," said Tazuna before he left the room. When Tazuna returned, he was holding crutches. "Okay, we are off, and Naruto, if anything happens use the flare to signal us," said Kakashi before leaving with Sasuke and Sakura. Half hour later. Okay, everyone, let's get to work and finish this bridge for the family, said Tazuna to his men. This bridge is so massive and I have to protect all of these workers, thought Naruto before doing a couple of hand signs. Shadow Clone Jutsu, said Naruto, and in a proof of smoke 30 Narutos appeared who then all scatter and hide around the bridge. Then they each place a seal on where they were. However, as for the real Naruto, he left the bridge and went into the forest. Each of my clone has the exactly same high sensor skill as me, so they be able to know if any enemies are coming, and as all of them place the Haracian seal where they are at, and I will be able to get there in a second, thought Naruto. As Naruto continued to walk through the forest, he then desired to use his sensor ability to find any other shinobi in the area and to make sure that he doesn't run into Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura, because Kakashi would get angrily at him for leaving Tazuna, and then he would most likely ask how we'll be able to get back to the bridge fast enough if something did happen there, which Naruto doesn't want to reveal that he knows the Flying Thunder God technique just yet. Kakashi and the others are a bit to the east, but I can't seem to find anybody else. Maybe Gato has barrier jutsu around his secret base, perhaps, thought Naruto before he then bit one of his fingers, which drew blood. Then he wiped it on his right palm, then he did a couple of hand signs and slammed his right hand down to the ground. Summoning justice, said Naruto as a seal appeared on the ground around his ringed hand, and in a proof of smoke a orange fox that had a headband similar to Naruto's, but instead of having the Konoha symbol it had the Uzumaki clan one. Hey Naruto, said the fox. Hi Shingo, I need your help, said Naruto. Sure, what do you need, said Shingo. I can't seem to find a certain base which I know will have people who be able to use chakra should be weak, but still I should be able to sense them, and I know there isn't anything wrong with my sensing because I can still sense my teammates, said Naruto. Any ideas what I should smell for, said Shingo. Try smelling something like alcohol, or even drugs, said Naruto. Yeah, I smell a whole lot of it, said Shingo. Okay, lead the way, Shingo, said Naruto. Sometime later at Gato's secret base. As Naruto follows Shingo deeper into the forest, they finally found what they were looking for, Gato's hidden headquarters. As Naruto looked at it, he saw that it wasn't a tall building, but he guessed Gato had built it underground inside, and this part was just the entrance. But the thing that still caught his attention was that ever though he can see the base, he still couldn't sense anyone from it. Minus, let's do that just before we go in, said Naruto. Right, said Minus. Ninja art, beast sense connection, said Naruto. Ninja art, human sense connection, said Minus. The technique allowed the summoner and the summoned to connect their senses with each other. In other words, for a summon like a fox who are great at hiding, they could watch events without being detected, whilst the summoner will be able to watch it as well, and also allow the summoner to speak with the summoned though thought. Alright, let's go, said Naruto. Just before they entered Gato's base, Naruto placed a Haracian seal on a tree for a quick escape. Then they split up. Minus then turned invisible and went down a one hallway, whilst Naruto went the other way and uses his chakra to walk on the walls. With Minus inside of a room. As Minus walk around, he suddenly smell fruit coming from a room, and as he walk in and hid in the shadows just in case, he saw a man resting on a bed, whilst the boy that saved Zabuza's life and wasn't wearing a mask, so anyone could see that he had brown eyes and that he was sitting down next to Zabuza peeling apples, until he saw a small man who was wearing a business suit on and had sunglasses on with two other men that had swords strapped on them. Zabuza, I have heard from my men that Tazuna is still alive. Why is that, said the small man. I underestimate the shinobi that Tazuna has hired, Gato, said Zabuza. When I hire you, I expected results, you being the demon of the mist after all, said Gato. Don't worry about it, I got a plan, you see, said Zabuza. Oh, what is it, said Gato. Simple, really. We let them get close to finish the bridge, but then Haku and I come in and kill the Konoha ninjas and Tazuna, then we destroy the bridge, which will destroy any remaining hope that these people have left, said Zabuza. Yes, that would work perfectly, however there is one more thing, said Gato. What is it? Because of your failure I had to hire another shinobi to aid. Another shinobi? Who is it? Zabuza asked curiously. He's from that New Sound village, and its leader of that village doesn't care what kind of job, just as long as I pay them. Anyways, the person taught they sent was a kid who's in the bingo book, like you said, Gato. A kid in the bingo book? Who is it? Said Zabuza. They him, that the white demon from Sound. It's kind of fitting for him to work with you, the demon of the mist, said Gato. I'll check up on the bingo book to see who exactly is he, thought Zabuza. And also Zabuza, Gato said as he then started to walk towards Zabuza. However, Zabuza, if you do fail me again, then neither you or your assistants will leave this land alive, said Gato as he reached out to grab Zabuza's face. But as he did, the boy that was sitting next to Zabuza quickly grabbed Gato's wrist and broke it. Ayer! Gato screamed in pain. Don't you lay a finger on Zabuza-san, said the boy. Gato's bodyguards both went and was about to grab their swords, but Gato used his other hand to tell not to, and then he went towards the door. Just make sure everything goes accordingly, planned Zabuza, or else, said Gato before he left the room. With Naruto. Gato's vault. As Naruto continued to go down in Gato's base, he finally came to Gato's vault, where he kept everything that he has taken from the villagers and other things. However, it was guarded by 8 men and was locked, with the only way to get in was with a unique key that no doubt that Gato kept on him all time. So Naruto quickly performed a sound barrier seal, then he knocked each guard as fast as possible. After he tied them up, Naruto then placed his hand over keyhole and channel his chakra mold though it to find out what shape the key was, and once he found out, he then created an identical copy of it and opened the vault. As he walked around in the vault, he saw books, paintings, statues, bags of money, and then Naruto saw it in the middle of the room, a light green glowing crystal orb that had red seals on it. This is it, said Naruto as he looked at the orb. These seals on this orb are similar to the one at the compound and around my wrist, but there is a couple of differences. This is probably the thing which prevented me from sensing anyone here before, but if that's the case, why does Gato have it? Maybe a shinobi he hired informed him about it, and he desired to use it if anyone sends any assassins after him, they wouldn't be able to find him, thought Naruto. However, just then Naruto quickly turned around and brought out his black-bladed katana to block a strike from the person who just tried to kill him. It was a guy who looked to be around the same age as Naruto. He had tousled white-blue hair, thin eyebrows, with golden eyes, and a pale complexion. He wears a dark blue sound forehead protector on his head. He wears a loose-fitting dark blue kimono shirt with billowing, overlong sleeves, black arm guards that cover his forearms, black pants, over which hangs a blue cloth that covers him from his stomach to his knees, which he secures with a white rope belt, and black calf-length shinobi sandals. Who the hell are you? Naruto asked as he held his ground against his attacker. Name's Mitsuki, and you? The now revealed Mitsuki asked curiously. This isn't the same Mitsuki who's teamed up with Boruto. This is actually Log, who is Mitsuki's older clone sibling, and if you are wondering why his name is Mitsuki instead of Log, look on Log's background on Narutopedia profile, or wait and see. Naruto Uzumaki, said Naruto. Well, Naruto Uzumaki, you must have some skill to be able to not only break into Gato's hideout, but also manage to break in this vault undetected, said Mitsuki. And you must have some skill to be able to find me, said Naruto. I got to get out of here before everyone else in this place finds out I'm here, thought Naruto. Naruto managed to push Mitsuki away from him, desired that he come back later on, take only Gato's money whilst giving all the villagers their money that was taken from them, but for now he was going to take the orb and examine later. But before he did, he sent a message to Minus telling him that he can return home. Then he undid the connection between them and teleported away just in time as Mitsuki launched another attack on Naruto. He teleported away. Interesting, I guess this job isn't going to be boring after all, Mitsuki thought curiously. With Naruto outside Gato's hideout. That went well, Naruto said himself. Just then Naruto retrieved the memories from one of his shadow clones at the bridge, telling him that Kakashi was on his way to them, so Naruto used the flying thunder jutsu to teleport Ed to where the clone that had dispersed just was. At the bridge. As Naruto arrived at the bridge a few minutes later, Kakashi arrived but was alone. Naruto then came out of his hiding spot. Where the other two, said Naruto. Still there at the forest, said Kakashi. How's their training coming along, said Naruto. Well, Sakura managed to understand the tree climbing practice, and did it perfectly, while Sasuke is having a bit of trouble with it, so he's trying to get it, and I ordered Sakura to keep doing it to improve her chakra amount, said Kakashi. So why did you come here then, Kakashi Tazuna? Well, I came to see how things coming along, said Kakashi. We haven't had any trouble whatsoever, which is kind of making me worrying, said Tazuna. I don't think they would be coming here soon, said Naruto. Why is that, Naruto? Kakashi asked curiously. I think they intend to destroy the bridge just before you finish it, said Naruto. Why would they do that when they could just destroy it now, said Tazuna. Because I believe Gato wants to destroy any remaining hope you left, said Naruto. How do you know that, Naruto? Said Kakashi. It's the best way to stop all attempts of rebellion against him, said Naruto. I see you're right, it would be better for him in that way, Naruto, said Kakashi. However, I wouldn't be surprised if Gato hires another shinobi to work with Zabuza and his fake hunter, said Naruto. Yeah, you're right, Gato might do something like that, said Kakashi. Later that day at Tazuna's house. Everyone was in Tazuna's living room except for Tsunami. She was in the kitchen making dinner for everyone while Tazuna was talking with Kakashi. Naruto was reading a book. Sasuke was resting from all of his training and was thinking of ways how's he going to hurt his older brother. Sakura daydreaming about her marrying Sasuke, and in the corner of the room was Tazuna's grandson Inari. Why are you even trying, said Inari. Everyone stopped what they were doing and turned their heads to look at Inari. There's no point fighting against Gato, he always wins, he's just too strong, it would be better if you leave and save yourself before he kills you, said Inari. HMP, nobody is stronger than the Uchiha clan, said Sasuke. Yes, Sasuke-kun is right, said Sakura. You don't know anything about pain, we live in fear whilst you live in peace, said Inari. Then you really don't know anything about what Konoha is truly like, said Naruto as he got up and walked towards the door. Naruto, where are you going, said Sakura. Fresh air, said Naruto. You really shouldn't go anywhere without backup, said Kakashi. I'll be fine, said Naruto before he left Tsuno's house. A few moments later, Indri went to his room. I'm sorry for Indri, he hasn't been the same. His stepfather Kaiza was killed by Gato and his men, said Tsuna. What do you mean, said Kakashi. A few years ago, before Gato arrived here at the Land of Waves, Inari fell into the ocean but was saved by Kaiza after Kaiza became a role model for Indri, and he had a saying, protecting the things you love with both arms. Kaiza married Tsunami, a father, but one day there was a flood that was going to destroy everything, and there was only way of stopping it by closing two large gates. However, nobody could reach them because it was on the other side of the overflowing river, but Kaiza just dived in and managed to close them, said Tsuna. Wow, he sounds like a great man, said Sakura. Yes, he was, until Gato and his men show up, said Tsuna. What did they do, said Kakashi. First, Gato bought out, or blackmailed, every single shipping company here, then he started to overprice every little thing until Kaiza tried to stop him, but Gato had his men beat Kaiza down, but then Gato had his men chop off his arms to mock Kaiza's saying, and after Gato brought Kaiza out in public to executioner him because Gato wanted to show everyone what happens to them if they ever go against him, said Tsuna. That's terrible, Sakura said, upset. A few moments later, Sakura desired to ask her sensei a question. Kakashi-sensei, what did Naruto mean that we don't anything about what Konoha is truly like, said Sakura. You may have noticed it back in the village how the villagers treated Naruto, said Kakashi. What do you mean, Kakashi? Tsuna. It's not my place to say, but what I can tell you is that it is because of it Naruto isn't the most friendliest guy in the world, said Kakashi. At Tsuna's house, almost everyone was in Tsuno's living room except for Indri, who was in his bedroom, and Naruto, who hasn't come back last night. Kakashi wasn't worried about Naruto. He knew Naruto could handle himself easily against thugs and bandits, and if Naruto was fighting against a shinobi, Kakashi would have sensed it. Tsuna, I think today Zabuza will be coming, said Kakashi. Yeah, I think you're right, said Tsuna. Sasuke Kyuin, Sakura shouted in worry for Sasuke. But Kakashi-sensei, Naruto hasn't come back last night, said Sakura. Yeah, you're right, Sasuke. Could you find Naruto, said Kakashi. Why me, said Sasuke. I need stay here to guard Tsuna, and you will be able to find him a lot quicker than Sakura would, said Kakashi. Fine, I will, said Sasuke as he got up and walked out through the door. With Naruto in the forest. Naruto was currently laying on the ground resting in the middle of the forest after doing his intense training last night. However, he wasn't alone, as the boy who was with Zabuza at Gato's base, Haku, he with long loosely black hair, pale skin, dark brown eyes, and he was wearing a pink, sleeveless kimono with pale red edges and decorated with small plum-colored swirls that went to his ankle. Around his waist was a simple white obi tied in a bow, and he had a pair of light brown sandals with black straps and had a dark-colored choker around their neck. Haku was walked through the forest collecting herbs to increase Zabuza's healing process until he came upon a sleeping Naruto, and he immediately recognized his as one of the genin that is guarding Zabuza and his target. He's the one who gave Zabuza-san trouble. It's best if I take him out here, and now thought Haku as he walked towards Naruto. As Haku stood over the sleeping Naruto, he was thinking of which way he should kill him, which would be the less painful. You know it's creepy to stare at someone whilst they were sleeping, you know, said Naruto, surprising Haku. I'm sorry, I thought that you might have been injured, said Haku. No, I'm not, but thank you for caring a little about me anyways. Who are you, said Naruto. My name is Haku, and you, said Haku. Naruto of the Uzumaki clan, said Naruto. If I may ask, if are you out here, Haku asked. Training, said Naruto. Training? Ain't you strong enough, said Haku. No, I'm not, because this shinobi world you need strength to survive in here. Well, that's what I believe anyways, said Naruto. I see. Well, I believe that once you find someone that is precious, you will become far stronger in order to protect them, said Haku. That's a nice way of thinking, said Naruto. Tell me, Naruto, do you have someone precious to you where you come from, Haku asked. In a way, but he's always with me, said Naruto. Ah, ain't that sweet, Kurama said whilst laughing within Naruto's head. Shut up, Kurama, Naruto thought / said whilst being a little embarrassed. I see, then it's good you have someone, said Haku. I'm guessing that you have someone then, said Naruto. Yes, I do, and I will do anything to help him to active his goal, said Haku. Well, that person is lucky to have you, said Naruto. Thank you, anyways, I need to be going to take these herbs back, said Haku. As Haku started to walk away from Naruto, he took a couple steps before to say one last thing. You will become stronger, I'm sure of it, said Haku. Thanks, maybe next time I will show you how stronger I become when we meet on the bridge, Hunter Nin, said Naruto, shocking Haku. He knew that it was me since when, thought Haku. When did you realize it was me, Haku asked. The moment I saw you I could tell it was you because of your chakra signature, said Naruto. He can find an individual person by their own chakra signature, so he's a powerful sensory type. As well, he's going to be trouble fighting against what Zabuza-san hidden missed, just a thought, Haku. So why didn't you just surprise attack me then, said Haku. I could ask why didn't you attack me when you have the chance, said Naruto, lied when in truth he woke up because he sensed Haku a bit before he reached him. In any case, I wasn't lied about, needed to leave, so see you on the bridge, said Haku as we started to walk away. Just then Sasuke was walking towards Naruto, and he walked past Haku and gave him a quick glance. She's cute, thought Sasuke, not knowing that Haku was actually a guy. Naruto, where have you been? Kakashi-sensei is wondering, said Sakura. Here training, said Naruto. Training in what exactly? Sasuke asked curiously. Stuff, said Naruto. How dare he not tell me I'm an elite Uchiha? I deserve to know if it's something that can help me get stronger, Sasuke thought angrily. Well, anyways, better not keep Kakashi-sensei waiting too long, said Naruto as he got up and headed back to Tizuna's. Oh, by the way, Sasuke, that person just then in pink was a guy, said Naruto, shocking Sasuke. At the bridge. Once Naruto and Sasuke got back at Tizuna's house, Naruto went to bed unknown to him. Once he did, Kakashi, Sakura, Sasuke and Tizuna headed towards the bridge, but once they got there they saw something shocking. What happened here? Said Tizuna, shocked. No doubt by it's Zabuza, Kakashi informed everyone. Sorry for keeping you waiting, Kakashi, however I see that those brats of yours are still trembling in fear. How pitiful. Zabuza's voice came somewhere within the mist. I'm trembling in excitement, said Sasuke bravely. Oh, you're different from last time, Zabuza said within the mist. Just then Zabuza, Haku and Mitsuki appeared. However, Zabuza was wearing a black sleeveless shirt and matching pants, complete with a waistguard, striped wrist and leg warmers, and the bandages around his face were loosely like a scarf, and Haku was wearing the same outfit that he wore when he saved Zabuza. Who's he? Sakura asked curiously, wondering who the new enemy was. He's someone Gato hired to help us out against you lot, said Zabuza. I guess Naruto was right about Gato hiring another shinobi, thought Kakashi. Hi, my name is Mitsuki, Mitsuki said with a smile. Damn it, Sakura won't be able to fight him, or that fake Hunter Nin, and there's no way Sasuke can, both of them. Excuse me, but where is Naruto? Uzumaki, Mitsuki asked curiously. He isn't here, Kakashi answered whilst not revealing what Naruto was doing. Will he come here? Mitsuki asked curiously. Probably, Kakashi answered. Good, then I'll wait and won't fight any of you, Mitsuki said, surprising everyone. Thank goodness I won't have to worry about Sakura fighting that guy, thought Kakashi. Why do you want to fight that dope so much whilst you can fight me at Uchiha Elite, said Sasuke. Damn it, Sasuke, don't ruin this chance for us, thought Kakashi. You don't interest me at all, Uchiha, Mitsuki said, walking over to the side of the bridge to wait for Naruto to show up. How dare he, Sasuke thought angrily. Haku, you'll fight that black-haired kid, said Zabuza. Yes, Zabuza-san, said Haku. Sakura, you stay close to Tizuna and guard while Sasuke and I handle Zabuza and his partner, said Kakashi. Just then 4 Zabuzas appeared surrounding Kakashi, Sasuke, Sakura and Tizuna. However, as the clones were about to attack Sasuke using his kunai to cut of them up, all of them turning them back into puddles of water. I can see it, thought Sasuke. Oh, so you can see that they water clones. The genin has improved. It looks like you got yourself a rival, Haku, said Zabuza. So it would seem, said Haku. I have been looking forward to this fight, said Sasuke. I'll make that pale guy regret what he said, thought Sasuke. Then let's see how much you have improved then, Haku. You know what to do, said Zabuza. Yes, Zabuza-san, said Haku before he started to spin around so fast, making it almost impossible to see him at all. However, just as he was close to Sasuke and was about to cut him with his kunai, Sasuke managed to block it with own. You managed to block my attack. Not many people can do that because of my speed. Impressive, said Haku. You shouldn't expect anything less from an elite Uchiha like me, said Sasuke. However, I had ki advance over you, said Haku. Oh yeah, like what? Sasuke asked, wanting to know what kind of ki advices this guy has over him. First, we are surrounded by water, and second, you only have one arm left to defend yourself from my next attack, said Haku. So what? I will just counter it with ease, said Sasuke. I highly doubt you can counter something like this with ease, said Haku as he started to do hand signs with only just one hand. What, he can perform ninjutsu with just one hand? Sasuke thought in shock. He's able to perform ninjutsu with a single hand, interesting, Mitsuki thought. I never heard of a ninja that can perform ninjutsu with only one hand, said Kakashi. Haku is totally unlike any other Kakashi, said Zabuza. Secret jutsu, 1,000 flying water needles of death, said Haku as he gathered water from what used to be Zabuza's water clones and from the misty air, and created many needles which surrounded him and Sasuke, and then Haku used his control over them to fire them only at Sasuke. Sasuke Kyun, Sakura shouted in worry. Remember Kakashi's training? I got to focus my chakra and summon it at once on my feet like with the trees, thought Sasuke as he used his chakra to enhance his jumping speed for a brief moment to avoid Haku's needles. He vanished, said Haku, but he looked up in the air and saw Sasuke, who was just about to throw a couple shuriken at Haku. However, as he did, Haku managed to dodge each of them. However, Sasuke appeared behind him. You're not as fast as you think you are. From this moment forward you be the trying to avoid my attacks, said Sasuke. As Sasuke's and Haku's weapons clash again, Sasuke had another kunai which he threw at Haku's head. However, Haku managed to duck it, but Sasuke then kicked Haku in the face and sent flying towards Zabuza. That's not possible, nobody's faster than Haku, Zabuza thought in shock. You thought you were fast than me, as if let's see what else I'm better than you are at, Sasuke said proudly. You made a big mistake, underestimate these genin. You brought out Sasuke determination to prove you wrong. He's one of the most skilled young fighter back at the Hidden Leaf, and Sakura here is one of the most brightest in her class, and last but not least is Naruto. Uzumaki is this year Rocky of the Year back at the academy in Konoha, and you have already seen that he always has a trick under his sleeve, said Kakashi. Ha ha, Haku, if we keep going like this we will be the ones in trouble, so stop messing around and finish it already, said Zabuza. Right, said Haku as he started to release his chakra into the air. What is he planning, thought Sasuke. I am sorry it has come to this, said Haku as he started doing hand signs. The air is getting colder, said Sasuke. Secret jutsu, crystal ice mirror, said Haku. Suddenly ice started form behind Sasuke, and then more started to form around him, making 12 ice mirrors hovering above the ground, then 8 more form hovering above the first 12, and finally 1 ice mirror formed facing downwards. What is that jutsu? How does it work? Kakashi said out loud. Haku then walked next one of the ice mirror, and he walked inside of it, and then his reflection appeared in all the mirrors. What kind of technique is this, thought Sasuke. He possessed the ice-style bloodline, thought Mitsuki. I got to help him, Kakashi thought as ran towards where Sasuke was, but stopped by Zabuza. If you enter this fight you fight me, your boy got no change against that jutsu. He's finished, said Zabuza. Now then I will show you what speed is truly is, said Haku as he read his sentence. Around the same time at Tazuna's house. When Naruto finally woke up he sensed that his team and Tazuna were at the bridge fighting against Zabuza and Haku, so he got chance and ran towards the bridge to help with the fight. However, a bit after he left, one of Tazuna's wooden wall was cut down into pieces and walked in was Gato's 2 samurai bodyguards. What do you want? Tsunami asked, afraid her and her son's life. Our boss Gato wants you, so come with us now willingly, and you won't be harmed, said the samurai who was wearing a blue jacket. Mom, said Inari crying. Should we take the brat as well, said the samurai with the eye patch. No, the boss only wants the bridge builder daughter, so just leave the brat here, said the samurai who was wearing a blue jacket. No, you wouldn't, said Inari. Stay out of the way, brat, or else, said the samurai with the eye patch as he kicked Inari to the floor. No, please don't hurt him, I will do anything you want, just don't hurt my son, Tsunami, please. It looks like your mother saved you, brat, you better be grateful, said the samurai who was wearing a blue jacket. Come on, let's go, said the samurai with the eye patch as tight rope around Tsunami's arms and pulled the rope to her, take her to Gato. As the samurais took Tsunami away, leaving Indri alone and crying. Why am I so weak? I can't protect my mom, thought Indri. Then he started to think about the people who are risking their lives for his home, and then Indri remembered his stepfather's saying, if something is truly important to you, even if it's heartbreaking, even if it's sorrowful, you keep on trying and trying, even if you lose your life. You keep on protecting it with these 2 arms, then even if you do die you leave behind the proof that you are a man forever. Indri then whipped away his tears. Protect what is precious to you with both arms, Indri said out loud before he ran outside and caught up the 2 samurais and his mother. MOM. Indri shouted. Indri, what are you doing? Said Tsunami, worried for her son. Yeah, what are you thinking of doing, brat? Do you want to die or something? Said the samurai who was wearing a blue jacket. I won't let you take someone else who is important from me ever again, said Indri. Indri, you can't win against them, just ran away. Tsunami shouted whilst crying, hoping that Indri would listen to her. I was going to let you life, brat, but now I'm going to end you, said the samurai with the eye patch. Don't take too long, the boss wants us back with the women as soon as possible, said samurai who was wearing a blue jacket. Please don't hurt him. Tsunami pleaded the samurais. Too late, lady, I made up my mind, say goodbye to your beat, said the samurai with eye patch as he drew his blade and changed at Indri. No, Indri! Tsunami shouted with her eyes closed, not wanting to see her child be murdered in front of her. However, as the samurai swung his sword downwards, he didn't kill Indri, or even harm him. Instead, he had cut a wooden log in half. What the samurai with eye patch said in shock. Where's the brat? He was there a second ago, the samurai who was wearing a blue jacket said, shocked, but then realized something was off. He looked down at the rope and saw that it was cut and Tsunami was gone. Where's she gone? Said the samurai who was wearing a blue jacket. What I hate most about people like you in this world is that you think you can do whatever you want to anyone and get away with it, said a voice which sounded pissed. As both samurais turned around, they saw someone who was on their knees and had Tsunami in arm and Indri in the other. Who the hell is that? Said the samurai with eye patch. Naruto, Indri said, happy. Who the hell are you, kid? Said the samurai who had eye patch. As Naruto got up, he turned around and started to walk towards the two samurais, and he drew his blade. Someone who had enough of scum like you, said Naruto before he disappeared in a burst of speed. Suddenly both samurais were in the air and had cuts all over their bodies, and their blades were shattered. What? Both samurais thought before they passed out from the pain. Wow, Indri thought as he watched what had just happened right in front of him. One moment both samurais were fine, and the next they were in the air and had cuts all of them. Naruto put his sword back into the seal and threw around and walked back to Tsunami and Indri just as the samurais fell and clashed on the ground. I'm sorry I wasn't here when they came, Naruto apologized. It's okay, at least you came before they did anything worse to us, said Tsunami. It will be safer if you two go somewhere that Gato's men wouldn't find you, said Naruto. Where are you going, Naruto? Indri asked. To help my teammates and sensei out, said Naruto. And who knows what the fake hunter Nin and that pale guy is capable of, thought Naruto. Naruto then walked over to Indri, handed over one of his flying thunder god kunai to him before he disappeared in a quick flash of gold to where he was before on his way to the bridge and leaving a shock Indri and Tsunami. What the? How did he do that, said Indri. With Naruto. Naruto teleport halfway to the bridge instead cause he needed to do one thing before going to the bridge, and he did a couple hand signs and said enhance shadow clone jutsu, and in a proof of smoke another Naruto appeared. You know what to do, said the real Naruto. The clone just nodded and pulled out a scroll, and then in another proof of smoke the clone had the white Kishijin mask and robe in its hands. The real Naruto then used the flying thunder jutsu to teleport straight to the bridge whilst the clone changed into Naruto's Menma identity and went to fulfill Naruto's plan. Back at the bridge, Haku started to throw mini senbons at Sasuke, cutting him all over his body as well as being impaled into him, causing Sasuke yell out in pain. Then Haku's skillful throw a sabana Sasuke's hand, causing him to throw his kunai away, which landed here by Sakura and Tazuna. Sasuke said Kakashi worry for his student's life. Sasuke, Kayu and Sakura shouted in worry for Sasuke's life. Just try and help him and I will kill the old man and the girl in a heartbeat, said Zabuza. Just as Haku prepared to throw more senbons, Sasuke's secretary did a couple of hand signs, and just before Haku start his attack again, Sasuke unleashed his jutsu. Fire style. Fireball jutsu, said Sasuke as he unleashed his fireball at one of mirror, hoping to melt it. However, as the smoke cleared, it revealed it didn't do anything to the mirror at all. You can't melt these mirrors with your flame, said Haku just before he start throwing his senbons at Sasuke. Ice style is far more powerful than normal fire style jutsus, thought Mitsuki thought as he continues to watch the fight between Sasuke and Haku. As Haku thrown his senbons at Sasuke, something surprising happened. Sasuke managed to block each of them with his kunai. How did he manage to do that, Haku thought, but then he saw that Sasuke's eyes has changed from black into a blood red color with one tomos in each of them. I finally awakened my clan's legendary bloodline, the Sharingan, Sasuke said proudly. My first step towards achieving my revenge against him, thought Sasuke. The Sharingan, so he has just awakened it, thought Mitsuki. It doesn't matter if you have unlocked your clan's bloodline, you still wouldn't win this, said Haku before he began to throw his senbons. This time was slightly different because now Sasuke was able to see where they were coming from, and so he was able to both dodge and block some of them. However, even though Sasuke was able to see the senbons, his body wasn't fast enough to block or dodge all them. Damn it, this shouldn't be happening. I have the Sharingan now, he shouldn't stand a chance against me, thought Sasuke. Bloodlines doesn't make you stronger, they just give you advices over your opponent unless your opponent have the same bloodline as you, then it comes down to who has mastered it better than who, said Haku. Sasuke yelled out in pain as Haku's senbon's cutting him all over his body. I'm sorry, I can't stay with you, forgive, said Sakura. I understand, go now, said Tazuna. Sakura grabbed Sasuke's kunai and ran towards his and Haku's battle. Sakura, said Kakashi, worried for his other student. Sakura jumped into the air and threw Sasuke's kunai back to him, however as kunai was close enough, Haku's attacks on Sasuke stopped because his upper body came out the mirror and caught the kunai. He caught it, Sakura said, panicking that he was going to kill Sasuke with his own because of her. Nice try, said Haku. But just then out of nowhere a shuriken came out and hit Haku's mask, and which caused Haku fall out the mirror. Where did that shuriken came from, said Haku as he looked around. Who threw that, Sakura said out loud. Someone else is here, thought Zabuza. It's him, thought Mitsuki. As everyone was wondering where did the shuriken came from, two unique kunai were thrown at them, one at Sakura and the other Sasuke. However, as Kakashi looked at the one by Sakura, he recognized the type of kunai. That is the same type of kunai that Minato-sensei used for the flying thunder jutsu, Kakashi thought in shock. Suddenly, in a quick flash of gold, Naruto appeared standing over Sasuke, and when he grabbed Sasuke by his collar, they both disappeared in another quick flash of gold, and then reappeared next to Sakura. What the? Sasuke Kyun, Sakura said before she quickly ran to Sasuke and held him. That was flying thunder jutsu, but the color of the flash is a bit different, but there is no doubt about it, but that's not possible, nobody other than Minato-sensei knew how to perform it, so how does Naruto know, Kakashi thought in shock. What just happened? One moment I was surrounded by that guy's ice mirrors, but now I'm here next to everyone else. What did the dope do just now, thought Sasuke, wondering what other skill does Naruto have. That jutsu of his, he can teleport anyway with those kunais, thought Mitsuki. Sorry I'm late, said Naruto as turned around to look at Zabuza and Haku. I was wondering where you were, brat, said Zabuza. Well, I'm here now, said Naruto. Current time on the bridge. Naruto, I'll handle Zabuza, you can handle that mask guy, said Kakashi. Fine, said Naruto. Hey kid, he's here, do you want to step in, said Zabuza. Not just yet, I want to see what he's capable first, said Mitsuki. Fair enough, Haki, you'll handle the brat whilst I will finish some unfinished business with the copycat, said Zabuza. Yes, Zabuza-san, said Haku. Haku then did a couple of hand signs and then his ice mirrors scatter around the bridge. Zabuza began doing the same hand signs he did back during his first fight against Zabuza. Hidden mist justice, said Zabuza as the currently mist become far stronger and thicker. Naruto activated his Sharingan whilst also used his sensing ability to be able to track Haku within the mist, and they began their battle within it whilst Kakashi and Zabuza fought against each other as well. Naruto and Haku. As Naruto battled Haku within the mist, Haku used his bloodline to create a couple of ice spikes and fired them at Naruto, which Naruto was able to see managed to shatter them with a chakra mold sword he created just in time. So that's his chakra mold ability, Mitsuki thought, intrigued. That weapon-making ability of yours is impressive, said Haku. Why thank you, so is your ice release, said Naruto, not wanting to reveal that he secretly has ice release as well. Haku then started to channel chakra into his hands, which caused them to glow bright blue and in a knife-like shape. Then Haku changed the form of his chakra into ice, freezing his hands when Naruto saw this, so he drew his other sword, which was strapped to his back. As Naruto and Haku clashed, attacking and blocking the other until Haku managed to back away from Naruto, then he pointed his right arm at Naruto, then the tip of his frozen knife-like hand liquefied, and he began to fire multiple water needles at Naruto, which turned into ice needles, but Naruto managed to skillfully destroy, and as he did he moved quickly closer to Haku, and as he finally reached, Naruto swing his chakra mole sword downward, but Haku caught it by doing a X shape with his arms, and thanks to his hand being frozen he was harmed at all. However, Naruto used his other sword and swing it upwards, and he managed to shatter the ice around Haku's arms. Damn it, he's even more skilled than I originally thought, Haku thought as he backed a bit so that Naruto's blade wouldn't get him. However, Naruto then kicked him in his stomach, which sent him flying backwards, but Haku managed to stop himself. If I want to end this fight sooner, I'm going to have to use more than this, Naruto thought, a little disappointed that he had to reveal one of his secrets so soon. As Haku quickly changed at Naruto with a kunai in his hand, unaware that something was about to happen, because as he reached Naruto and was about to strike him, Naruto seemed to kick the air, and in a brief moment the air by his foot looked like it froze a bit like in a blizzard, and then a large piece of ice appeared and rose from the ground where Naruto kicked. What, thought Haku in surprise just before he stopped himself and jump away from Naruto and his ice. He possessed ice style as well, Mitsuki thought, a bit surprised. As Haku looked back where he jumped from to confirm what he just saw was true, he shocked that it was somehow Naruto has his clan's bloodline. It didn't make sense. Was Naruto related to him somehow, or was there another with the same bloodline? But that wouldn't be possible. He would have heard about like that before now. How, said Haku. How, what, said Naruto, but he already guessed what Haku was going to ask. How is it possible that you have my clan's bloodline? Are you secretly a member of the Yuki clan that your Hidden Leaf village managed get hold of, or is it some other reason? Why, tell me, Naruto, said Haku, wanting to know the truth. We are not related, Haku, said Naruto. Then how do you possess my clan's bloodline then, said Haku. It's complicated, alright, said Naruto. I wonder what does he mean by that, thought Mitsuki. Very well then, and now let's see whose ice release is superior, mine or yours, said Haku. Alright then, said Naruto, as released his chakra mole sword so that he could use his hand. As Naruto and Haku charged at each other again, battle with their weapons, Naruto with his actual sword and Haku with his normal kunai. As they attack each other, their slashes were so fast civilians and many other shinobi wouldn't be able to see them. However, as they did clash, Haku saw that his kunai was going to break soon because of how strong Naruto's sword is, but then Naruto managed to get hold of Haku's kunai and freeze it, which then broke. He can freeze things just by touching them. Could I be able to do something like that as well? Haku thought as he backed away from Naruto. So he can freeze things by touching them, so he'll be dangerous to fight in taijutsu, thought Mitsuki. Haku then did a hand sign which made 3 of his ice mirrors move closer to him, one around ground level while another was higher up, and the last was even higher and was facing down, and like before, Haku inside of the ground level mirror, and from it he jumped into the next mirrors until his reached the top, and then he read his sentence. When Naruto saw this, he then created a ice tower underneath Haku's crystal ice mirror, and it rose from the quickly whilst Haku was throwing his sentence at Naruto, who just his sword and block each of them. But as Naruto got closer to Haku, he quickly jumped out of his crystal ice mirror. However, before Haku could land back on the ground, Naruto had thrown one of his unique kunais at Haku, and as Haku blocked it, Naruto teleported in front of him, and then Naruto strongly kicked Haku in the stomach, which sent him clashing in the ground. I got no chance against someone like him with weapon-making ability. His ice release and that teleportation technique, I can't win. I'm sorry, Zabuza-san, thought Haku. Just then Naruto crouched down, and just in time as Mitsuki appeared right behind him, and with his sword he tried to slice Naruto into two. So before he could try anything else, Naruto jumped away and turned around to look at Mitsuki. Good reflexes to be able to dodge me whilst I was actually trying to kill you, said Mitsuki. It wasn't hard. You smell you coming stink of snakes, by the way. Oh really, how embarrassing, I was unaware of that. Well, only people who has a strong sense of smell like me will be able to smell it, said Naruto. Thanks to the deal with you, Kurama, thought Naruto. You're welcome, Kurama said in a mocking tone within Naruto's head. You stay out of this, I'll handle him, Mitsuki told Haku. Fine, I'll deal with the bridge builder, and the girl, said Haku. No, you won't, cause he'll most likely teleport over to them, stop you, and I don't want any interruptions, so wait just there, said Mitsuki. Then shouldn't we work together to deal with him, asked Haku. No, I want to fight by myself, so you just stay there and wait, and once he's down you'll kill the bridge builder, and the girl, said Mitsuki. Fine, Haku agreed. Good, Mitsuki said. In a burst of speed, Mitsuki raced straight at Naruto, who was ready with his sword, and as Mitsuki reached him, both of their swords clash again like in the Gato's vault, and so Mitsuki continued attack on Naruto with multiple attacks at him at a speed only a skillful shinobi would be able to see, and Naruto was just that, but also possessing the Sharingan. He managed to block each and every one of them. He is good, Mitsuki thought, enjoying himself. With his free hand, Mitsuki lifted, and suddenly a bone spike came out of his hand and wand at Naruto's head, who saw it and dodged it, and Mitsuki began to attack Naruto with both his sword and the bone spike whilst Naruto dodged and blocked it but was being pushed back to the side of the bridge, and when Mitsuki tried to stab Naruto again with his bone spike, Naruto dodged it by jumping to his left and caused Mitsuki to stab the rail on the bridge instead, and he went straight through it like it was nothing. That's the dead bone pulse bloodline that belonged to the Kagaya clan. With it he's able to use his bones as weapons, and they are far stronger than steel, but I thought the Kagaya clan was extinct, thought Naruto. Mitsuki quickly spun to his left side and attacked Naruto with sword, but Naruto managed to block it, but the attack was strong enough to push Naruto away. He's strong, Naruto thought, surprised by how strong Mitsuki was. Mitsuki then quickly did a couple hand signs and said fire style. Fireball jutsu, unleashing a large fireball at Naruto, who also did a couple hand signs and said water style. Water wall jutsu, creating a wall of water to protect him from Mitsuki's fireball, which then hit the wall of water, destroying both of them, and creating a large amount of stream covering the area around the bridge. However, this didn't stop either Naruto and Mitsuki from continuing their fight within it, fighting one another with their blades. During the battle, as Mitsuki continued to attack Naruto with both his sword and the bone spike, Naruto quickly created a almost identical copy of his own sword with chakra mold ability to help himself out, and Naruto then kicked Mitsuki out of the mists, and quickly followed suit. But when Mitsuki landed on half feet, and he began doing hand signs again and said poison style, poison cloud jutsu, unleashing a cloud of poison at Naruto, who was surprised at the fact that Mitsuki possessed more than one bloodline, and poison cloud covered Naruto. Mitsuki thought that he won, but to his surprise Naruto came out of the cloud of poison and was affected by the poison thanks to his body renewal bloodline, giving him immune to all forms of poison. And as Naruto tried to attack Mitsuki, but instead he jumped in the air to avoid it, and then he did a couple hand signs. Crystal style, crystal rain jutsu, Mitsuki said as he fired multiple spikes of crystal at Naruto, who was surprised by the fact that Mitsuki possessed another bloodline. Ice style, ice shield, Naruto said as he created a shield made out of ice to shield him said from Mitsuki's crystals. He possessed not only the dead bone pulse and poison style bloodlines but also crystal release as well. He's just like me then, possessing multiple bloodlines, thought Naruto. As Mitsuki came down, he used his sword to cut right, though Naruto's ice shield was then stopped by Naruto, who used his own sword to block Mitsuki. This is fun, I have never met another person who was my age can go up against me, said Mitsuki. Same here, but I'm also surprised that you possess multiple bloodlines, said Naruto. All thanks to my father, said Mitsuki. His father, Naruto thought curiously. Just then a noise caught everyone's attention, which sounded like many chirping birds, and as Haku turned to see where it was coming from, he saw that Zabuza was in danger and Kakashi's hand covered in lightning and was heading straight for Zabuza's chest. The Chidori, Naruto thought, and as he looked at it his Sharingan allowed him to copy it. During Kakashi and Zabuza battle. As Kakashi and Zabuza were battling, Kakashi's kunai met Zabuza's executioner blade. As they clash against each other, they both then jump away from each other and began doing a couple of hand signs. Water style, water dragon justice, said Kakashi. Then from right side of the bridge rose from the sea a dragon made out of water. Water style, water dragon jutsu, said Zabuza. Then from left side of the bridge rose from the sea a dragon made out of water. Then both water dragons clashed into each other, cancelling the other out, and the water from them fell on the bridge like rain. Zabuza then get behind Kakashi and tried to cut him in half. However, as he did, Kakashi turned into a wooden log, showing Kakashi had used the substitution jutsu to avoid Zabuza's attack. Zabuza knew someone like Kakashi wouldn't run away from their fight, meaning that he was somewhere hiding and preparing his next move against him, so Zabuza used his sensing skill to try and find, but as he did, Kakashi appeared behind him with hand covered in lightning, hoping to stab Zabuza in the chest and ending their fight. However, Zabuza managed to avoid it and turn around and cut Kakashi in half. However, as he did, Kakashi turned into water, showing that he was nothing more than a water clone, and when Zabuza saw this he then felt something sharp against the back of his neck. I never thought anyone could get behind me within the mist, said Zabuza. Face the facts, Zabuza, you can't win against me, said Kakashi. Ha ha, you got to be kidding me, you're the losers here. Your brats got no chance against Haku because they simply don't have the guts to kill anyone, but Haku is different. I trained him in since the moment I found him, and now he's a fighting machine, and he is armed with many deadly skill, and I taught him one thing, that shinobi don't need feelings. Because all he ever needs is power, said Zabuza. You said Kakashi? What the matter, you got behind me, don't tell me you're scared, said Zabuza. As Zabuza turned around to face Kakashi, he got stabbed in his neck, but then Zabuza turned into water, showing that he was a water clone. He probably made that water clone after our water dragons clashed, thought Kakashi. Just then Zabuza appeared behind Kakashi. Allow me, said Zabuza as swing his executioner blade at Kakashi, but he was able to drop to the ground and kick Zabuza away. As Zabuza landed, he jumped back at Kakashi, his blade downwards. However, Kakashi blocked it by using his kunai. Nice reflexes, that's what I like to see, said Zabuza. As Kakashi tried to push Zabuza back, Zabuza was able to knock Kakashi's kunai away from him, but before he could continue his attack, Kakashi kicked his leg and made him fell down. Then Kakashi back flip away from Zabuza. A ninja doesn't need feelings, Kakashi thought. But Zabuza, a man like you should know, Kakashi thought. Zabuza changed at Kakashi with his executioner blade. Really? Even a ninja can't live without feelings, as a machine, Kakashi thought. Kakashi got ready by grabbing two kunais from his back and hold them in both of his hands. You and that boy are also human as well, Kakashi thought. as Kakashi used his two kunais to block Zabuza's attacks, but he knew that eventually his kunais are going to break and he needed to end this fight quickly, so as Kakashi blocked another of Zabuza's attack, he used it as an opportunity to cut Zabuza's right hand, and as he did, Kakashi then got away from Zabuza while Zabuza used it as an opportunity to disappear into the mist. Then Kakashi used the kunai that he didn't just use to cut Zabuza's hand, but instead he used the kunai to cut his own thumb, and after he put the kwani away and then brought out a scroll which he then opened and ripped his blood across it before resealing it, and he began doing a couple of hand signs, and once he finished he slammed the scroll on the ground. Summoning jutsu, earth style, tracking fang jutsu, said Kakashi as he did. Marking appeared on the ground around it. Suddenly the ground around Zabuza burst open, and from it came 8 hounds which were all different breeds, and they were wearing blue vests and had Konoha headbands around their necks, and all of them bit Zabuza's shoulder, arms, and his legs. He used my own blood to find in this mist, thought Zabuza. This fight of ours is over, Zabuza said Kakashi as he started to channel a large amount of chakra into his left hand, which became visible to everyone to see. Then Kakashi changed it, making it into lightning which sounded like many chipping birds. What is that jutsu? Zabuza thought curiously whilst also being a bit worried. It's over, Zabuza Chidori, said Kakashi before he charged at Zabuza's chest. But just before Kakashi was about to finish, Zabuza forgo one of Haku's crystal ice mirrors went in between Kakashi and Zabuza, taking Kakashi's attack, which managed to get halfway inside of it, which stopped Kakashi's attack, but it also damaged his hand. Suddenly everyone heard clapping from one side of the bridge. As they turned around to see who it was, they saw Gato standing there with many of his trugs. Gato, what are you doing then? Said Zabuza. I came here to finish some loose ends like you said, Gato. What do you mean about that? Said Zabuza. I have decided that you and your partner are no longer any use to my plans anymore, so I am getting rid of you the fun away, said Gato. Gato then turned around to look at his men. Finish them all off and destroy once and for good, and you all will be pay Exeter, Gato announced, which then got cheers. Many of Gato's thugs who had crossbows all lined up and they aimed at Kakashi and Zabuza, but as they fired them, instead of hitting their target, they ice wall which was formed just in time. Haku, since when can you create something like that fast? Zabuza asked. It wasn't me, Zabuza-san, said Haku, surprising both Zabuza and Kakashi. Then who made it? Zabuza asked curiously. Him, Haku said whilst pointing at Naruto. What? Both Kakashi and Zabuza in shock. He's got ice released as well. Are you related or something? Said Zabuza. We are not, said Haku. It's not possible. Either Minato-sensei or Kushina had it, whilst the whole being able to make weapons from his chakra mold I can kind of understand, but this doesn't make any sense at all, thought Kakashi. The ice wall then turned back into water, then back into a misty air until there was nothing left at all. I'm afraid our fight will have to continue some other time, said Naruto. It's a shame, but all well, but we will see each other again, Naruto Uzumaki Mitsuki said before disappearing. You two can't fight anymore, so I'll handle this mess myself instead, said Naruto as he walked towards thugs. Haha, you think a child can beat all of us, said one of the thugs. I'm not going to beat all of you, said Naruto. Then what are you going to do then, kid, said the same thugs from before. I'm going to kill every single one of you, said Naruto before he quickly thrown one of his unique kunai at the thug. Then in a quick gold flash Naruto appeared right in front of the thug, and he slit his throat open, killing him, which shocking everyone. Why, you little bastard! Another thug shouted as he changed at Naruto with a spear, and he was aiming for Naruto's chest, but as he was about to reach him, Naruto jumped slightly in the air around the thug's head height, and Naruto then created an axe which he embedded into the thug's skull, and then the axe faded away. But then many other thugs all surrounded Naruto and was about to stab him from all points. However, as they gathered around him, Naruto kneeled down and unleashed many chakra chains coming from his back, impaling many thugs in their chests, killing them before fading away. Then Naruto, in a burst of pure speed, disappeared from sight, but before anyone could think about it, the Gato's thugs started to drop dead on the floor one by one until there was only a few remaining, and Naruto reappeared right in front of last few, who were terrific, and Naruto began to walking towards Gato. Don't just stand there, kill him, Gato shouted. But he just killed most of us already, said one of the thugs. If you kill him, I will pay you all 10 times of what I promise, Gato shouted. Screw you and your money, I'm getting out of here, said another thug before ran towards one of sides of the bridge to escape, but as he ran away he was slit in half by Naruto's wind slash. I said I was going to kill all of you, and that is what I am going to do, Naruto said in a serious tone, and he then went into a stance with his sword and started to channel his chakra through it. Great wind slash, Naruto said as he unleashed a large variation of the jutsu he used against Kakashi during the test, which cut all the remaining thugs in half, except for Gato, who just stood there terrific. Please don't kill me, I'll pay you anything you want, I'll even leave this place for good, Gato begged on his knees. Show no mercy, given no mercy, Naruto said just before he grabbed Gato's throat, and he then froze Gato's throat, which then broke and Gato's head fell to the ground, ending Gato's terror over the land of waves for good. Holy shit, Zabuza said, didn't expect all that. What else are you Naruto hiding, Kakashi thought. Current time on the bridge. It has been a couple of days since the battle on the bridge and the end of Gato's reign of terror over the land of waves, but now the bridge was finally completed, bring a new start for the villagers. Meanwhile, with Team 7 after their battle, Naruto, Sakura and Tazuna took Kakashi and Sasuke back to Tazuna's house so they could recover properly, whilst Kakashi and Sasuke were resting up and Sakura taking care of Sasuke. Naruto saw it as a perfect opportunity to go back to Gato's headquarters, and so he flashed to Gato's headquarters and made his way to Gato's vault, and Naruto then went ahead and sealed up all of Gato's own money to keep for himself for future plans, and he already had the orb that had the seals on it thanks to the shadow clone that he sent to Gato's hideout to retrieve it whilst he went to the bridge. And as for all the money that Gato stolen from the villagers, and he planned to bring it back to Tazuna, who will return it, but as Naruto was about to leave the base, he sensed that both Zabuza and Haku was there as well, most likely allowing Zabuza to heal up properly as well, but he couldn't sense Mitsuki, meaning that he had already left, so Naruto decided to leave Zabuza and Haku be. However, over the past couple after Kakashi finally recovered from his wounds, he then began trying to get Naruto to answer on how does he knows one of his sensei's two most famous technique, the Flying Thunder Jutsu, or how does he have the Yuki clan's ice release bloodline, but sadly for Kakashi, Naruto wouldn't give him any kind of answer, so Kakashi decided that he would wait until they returned to the village where the third Hokage would get Naruto to answer. However, that didn't stop either Sasuke or Sakura from trying to get them from Naruto, because Sasuke wanted to know all of Naruto's secrets in hopes that with them he would find a way to beat Naruto, and then his older brother. And as for Sakura, she wanted them because after seeing that her Sasuke-kun wanted them, she thought that if she got them she could give them to Sasuke, and he would be pleased with her. The day that Kakashi decided that they should be heading back to Konoha, Zabuza and Haku came to them and told them that they were planning to go back to the land of water to rejoin Kirigakure. So not long after they bid their farewells, it was time for Team 7 to be leaving as well, but not before Tazuna announced the name he has chosen for their new bridge, which was after the person who protected his family and was the one who ended Gato, the Naruto bridge. However, unknown to anyone is what Naruto's clone at Gato's hideout before he show up at the bridge. Flashback at Gato's hideout during the battle on the bridge. So Zabuza and his underling went to the bridge, said Gato's bodyguard. Good, once Zabuza get rid of Tazuna, this village will truly be mine, said Gato. But boss, there's still a chance that Zabuza could lose, said Gato's bodyguard. You do have a point. In that case, why don't you gather the others and we'll go to the bridge? If Zabuza and his underling had managed to finish things off, then we'll get rid of them as well, and if they did lost, then we'll just get rid of them. No doubt they will be too tried to defend themselves from us, said Gato. As Gato and his bodyguards entered Gato's office, they saw one stranger sitting on Gato's chair and two others were at his side. The stranger that was sitting down was a boy, wore a white kitsune mask, a dark blue-gray robe with gray lining and a fur collar, and a tattered gray-blue cape emblazoned with his personal emblem. A mandala comprised of 9 reddish-brown circles of varying sizes atop a larger green-gray circle underneath. He wore a black turtleneck sleeveless shirt, fingerless opera-length black gloves wrapped in studded red-brown leather straps, baggy black pants, and red-brown sandals. This person was Naruto's enhanced shadow clone using his Menma identity. Who the fuck are you and how dare you sit on my chair? Gato shouted angrily. Your chair, Naruto said, amused. You two bring me that brat's head, Gato ordered. Gato's two bodyguards both changed straight at 3 strangers, not knowing who they really were dealing with, cause as they got closer to Naruto he used his Sharingan to put them in a genjutsu. What tee how? Gato said in shock. Now then, Gato, let's talk, said Naruto. End of flashback. Naruto used his Sharingan to control Gato and made his sign everything that he owned over to him and told him where exactly was all the people of the land of waves money that he took from them was at, cause Naruto wanted to return it to them, and after he made Gato and his men forget that he was there, and he left the hideout, but not before taking the orb that had the unique seals over it. After the battle on the bridge, Naruto, using his Menma identity, made a deal with some of the people who had experience working in trading, and with Naruto now the owner of Gato's trading company, he could reform it and make some money out from it, whilst it can also bring some business to the land of waves, helping it recover, and Naruto also renamed the company to the Golden Fox Trading Company. Naruto also secretly created one enhanced shadow clone and one normal shadow clone who both went straight to Gato's now abandoned hideout, and the enhanced shadow clone performed seal that sealed the entire buildings into a scroll along with Gato's own money. The normal shadow clone took all of the people of the Land of Waves' money and returned it before dispersed, whilst the enhanced shadow clone made its way back to Konoha with Gato's hideout, money and the orb, and teleported straight to the Uzumaki clan compound. Back at Konoha within the Hokage's office, there stood all of Team 7 in front of Hiruzen finishing their report about their mission, and to say that Hiruzen was shocked was an understatement, first hearing about Naruto possessing a more advanced version of his mother's chakra mold bloodline, but that was nothing compared to when he heard that Naruto somehow has the Yuki clan's ice release bloodline and knows one of his father's most famous technique, the Flying Thunder Jutsu. Sasuke, Sakura, you can both go home now whilst I will speak with your sensei and teammate alone, said Hiruzen. If you're going to ask him how exactly does he have the same bloodline as that masked guy has, and as well as what is that golden teleportation technique he knows, I want to know how as well, Sasuke demanded whilst he's standing proudly with Sakura admiring him. If Naruto wants to tell you both he can later on, or unless if Kakashi thinks it's necessary for you to know he will tell you both, but for now leave, said Hiruzen in a serious tone which scares Sakura whilst it only scares Sasuke slightly. As both Sasuke and Sakura finally left the room, Hiruzen turned his full attention back on to Naruto. Now Naruto, I believe it is about time you asked the truth, said Hiruzen. It's funny that you of all people always wants me to tell you the truth, said Naruto. What's that supposed to mean, Naruto, said Hiruzen. It's that you don't like it when I don't tell you every single little secret I know whilst you hid the truth about me from me, said Naruto. What have I hidden from you, Naruto, said Hiruzen. First was that I am the Jinchuriki for the Kyuubi, and second is about who my parents are, said Naruto. Naruto, I didn't tell you that you were the nine-tailed fox Jinchuriki because I wanted you to be ready, and as for your parents, I have planned that I would tell you when you were a chunin, or when you were old enough, said Hiruzen. Well, you don't have to tell me now, I already know who they are, said Naruto, surprising both Kakashi and Hiruzen. Who do you think your parents really are, Naruto? Hiruzen asked nervously whilst he and Kakashi wondering if Naruto actually know who his parents really are. My mother was Kushina Uzumaki, said Naruto, shocking Hiruzen and Kakashi that he did actually know, but then Kakashi realized something so decided to ask about it. Do you only just know who your mother is and not your father, Naruto? Is Kakashi asked curiously. Yes, I know who my biological father is, the fourth Hokage Minato Namikaze, but he is no father to me one bit, said Naruto, shocking Hiruzen and Kakashi once again. Naruto, do you hate Minato? Hiruzen asked directly. Yes, I do, said Naruto, shocking Kakashi and Hiruzen. Naruto, your father was my sensei, and I know he did everything he could have done on the night that the Kyuubi attacked Konoha, so you cannot hate him for making you into the Kyuubi's Jinchuriki in order to save the village that he loves, said Kakashi. He chose to sacrifice me, his only child, to save the same people who would later on treat me like garbage and even beat me into the ground, said Naruto. Now Naruto, you must understand, Minato could have never have predicted the villagers' reactions in such a way, said Hiruzen. Hokage-sama, it is known throughout the entire elemental nations that Jinchurikis are treated not as human beings. I'm pretty sure that even he knew that, said Naruto. Naruto, if there was any way to save the Leaf Village and not make you into the Nine Tails Jinchuriki, I know Minato would have definitely taken it, I'm sure of it, said Hiruzen. No, he still wouldn't, said Naruto. What do you mean about that, Naruto, said Kakashi. If there was such a way, he still wouldn't have taken it, because sure, it would have stopped the current distribution now, but then he would have thought about the future of this village, which would be in the need for a Jinchuriki to use against any enemy of the village in times of war, so he would still have sacrificed me, said Naruto before left the room, leaving behind a shocked Hiruzen and Kakashi. Well, that went well, said Hiruzen. How can Naruto hate Minato-sensei, said Kakashi. He most likely blames Minato for everything he has been, though, said Hiruzen. I have to try and make him see reason, Hokage-sama, said Kakashi. Yes, you must help him see reason, but also try to find out whatever else he's hiding as well, Kakashi, said Hiruzen to Kakashi before he left the room. For the good of the village, I must think of other ways to ensure Naruto's loyalty to the village, thought Hiruzen. A few days later, at Konoha's North Gate, Team 7 had just returned to the village after retrieving a special herb that grows not too far from Konoha for a Misaisen. Alright, now all we had left to do is take the herbs back to the Hokage's mansion, Kakashi said to his team. However, just before they start walking towards the Hokage's mansion, they saw a group of 4 Umbu Black Ops were walking up the road into Konoha, and the middle of them was a woman who had her hands tied behind her back. The woman was a fair-skinned, slender young woman with brown eyes and straight, dull green hair. When in disguise as a street performer, she wore a red, sleeveless top with fur surrounding the top of her chest and below her shoulders. She also wears a green and blue skirt over a striped blue, orange, and yellow skirt, a pink sash around her waist, and black sandals. Her hair fell down to her waist with one bang that covered her left eye, and she wore an orange hat with red horizontal stripes. Her makeup consisted of red lipstick and red eyeshadow, and she had a beauty spot below her right eye. She also wore earrings made up of 3 purple pearls and a purple band around her neck. She wrapped yellow bandages around her hands and arms that reached just below her elbows. "That woman, she's beautiful," said Sakura, admiring the women's looks. "And a criminal by the looks of things," said Sasuke. "She's a spy from another village. She disguised herself as a street performer and came here trying to gain intel about the Land of Fire and on our village, but we managed to caught her before she got here," said one of the gatekeepers. "What's going to happen to her, Kakashi-sensei?" Sakura asked. "Most likely she will interrogate it so we can learn what she has learned about the Land of Fire, and then anything what she knows about her own village," said Kakashi. The woman then gave a look at Kakashi, looking straight at his only visible eye before she turned around. In the interrogation rooms, the woman was currently strapped into a large metal machine with her head sticking out of it, whilst around her and the machine there were seals as well as their other on the back. There were 4 men in the room as well, 3 of which had their hands on the seals on the back, whilst the 4th man had his hand on the woman's head. The 4th man was Inoichi Yamanaka, a member of Konohagakure Intelligence Division and a member of the old Ino Shikacho squad and the head of the Yamanaka clan. He had long ash blonde hair reaching into his back, which he wore spiky on top and ending in a long ponytail, blue-green eyes and strong facial features, which included a well-defined jawline. He wore the standard outfit of the Konoha interrogation unit, complete with a long black overcoat. Inoichi was currently looking through the women's memories to find out what he had learned about the Land of Fire, and about the Hidden Leaf Village as well her own village, but what Inoichi discovered was that first she haven't find anything important about the Land of Fire itself, and their Umbu caught her before she could find anything out about Konoha. But what Inoichi found next was shocking. When he tried to find anything out on her own village, he couldn't find a single thing except for which village she comes from, the Lock Village in the Land of Keys, as well as her name Hana. However, as Inoichi was about to give up, he did found one other memory, which was at a hill with a tree, and there was boy as well, and as Inoichi got a good look on the boy, he immediately recognized who it was, a young Kakashi Hatake. The next day at the interrogation rooms, Kakashi was standing looking straight at the women he only just saw yesterday, and now she had cuts and bruises all over her body after being interrupted. Kakashi had been called in on that morning by Inoichi because of what he had found out. "She has memories of me when I was younger," said Kakashi. "Yeah, they were the only few things I could find in her mind that, and her name Hana, it's most likely that she had purged them from her subconscious," said Inoichi. "She purged them," said Kakashi. "It's not unheard of for spies doing that, so anyways, do you recognize her at all?" Kakashi said. Inoichi: "No, I don't recognize her, sorry," said Kakashi. "It's a shame, however, when I was searching though her mind I felt something, I don't know what, but I can tell that she's hiding something, so I want your help finding out what it is," said Inoichi. "But I'm not a member of the Intel Division," said Kakashi. "No, but you're our best bet of getting the bottom of this, and because you have the Sharingan you might be able to find out something more than even I can," said Inoichi. At Konoha's market, after his meeting with Inoichi, Kakashi was then ordered to spend the day with Hana to see if he could find anything out. So right now Kakashi was currently walking through Konoha's busy market street with Hana following closely behind him, but she wasn't wearing the same outfit as before. Instead, she had 2 bangs frame both sides of her face, and wore a pale, yellow kimono top that fell short above her waist and a red top underneath, light purple skirt and black shinobi boots. "You must be some kind of a fool, you're showing me around the very same village that I came here to spy on," Hana asked curiously of what was Kakashi thinking. "You won't see anything different here than from any other village, and besides I thought it would be nice to get you out of that small dark room you were kept in since you got here," Kakashi said with no care in the world because there wasn't anything important see in the market streets except for maybe special deals that were on. However, as they walked past the Chiraku ramen stand where Naruto was currently having and enjoying his lunch after finishing his afternoon training, but suddenly came to a stop because he had sensed that Kakashi was near, and Naruto original thought that Kakashi may try to continually convince him not to hate Minato from what he had done. However, to Naruto's surprise, as he looked to see where Kakashi was coming from, he also saw the women that his team saw yesterday walking next Kakashi. Also, currently Sakura was shopping at the Yamanaka clan's flower shop, and she was picking out some flowers but stopped when Ino, who was working there, went and told her that she just saw Kakashi through the window walking down the street with a beautiful woman walking besides him, so Sakura immediately went to investigate about it whilst Ino called out, and told Sakura to tell her everything that she learns. As Kakashi and Hana continued to walk down the street, they were spotted again by Sasuke, who was there because he needed to buy some new supplies to be preparing for upcoming mission that Team 7 might be called upon. To his surprise, when he saw Kakashi walk with the same woman that was brought in by a group of yesterday, so Sasuke decided to see what was going on, so he ran into an ally and hid behind a box, and he then sly on Kakashi and Hana. "It's that woman from yesterday, why is she walk next to Kakashi-sensei?" Sasuke said to himself, but just then he felt someone leaning over him, and as Sasuke turned his head he that it was Sakura, and she had a bouquet of flowers. "Maybe they are on a date," said Sakura happily. "Perhaps," said Sasuke, but just then Sasuke spotted across the street on a rooftop Naruto watching Kakashi and Hana just like him and Sakura are doing. Some time later, as Kakashi and Hana continued their walk, they made their way up a large hill which gave them a good look over Konoha's market street, and behind them was and within it was Sasuke and Sakura hiding, and below them was Naruto watching Kakashi and Hana. Kakashi was standing underneath the tree whilst Hana was standing a bit further away from him. "You don't have to keep your distance from me, I promise that I won't try to get any information from you. I was just asked to speed the day with you, but once the day is done, so is my assignment," said Kakashi. "What will become of me afterwards?" Hana asked. "I don't know," Kakashi simply said whilst look up at the clouds. "That cloud, it looks like Sakura, and the next to it looks like Sasuke," said Kakashi, which made both Sasuke and Sakura panic within the tree. "When I look up at the clouds I see my mother and father who gave life to me, but although I neither knew them, however, when things were hard and I was sad, I would look up at the clouds and I would stare at them and let my imagination run wild, and I would think about the village where I was born and imagine what would my parents would be like. Those daydreams helped me to get through my loneliness and the pain from not knowing where my true home and where my true family was. It was my only way to live as a spy," said Hana. "They both seem to be perfect for each other, don't they?" said Sakura. "Ridiculous," said Sasuke. "I wasn't allowed to have a home and I had to live outside of the village, so I couldn't get any information about it. If I was captured all this time, I have risked my life on missions for a homeland I have never even seen before. That's why having a home where people who would accept me is so important," said Hana. "Why are you telling me all of this now when you have been silent all day?" Kakashi asked. "Because there is something you have taught me," said Hana. Said Kakashi as he drew his head towards Hana. "I knew it was you the moment I saw you as I came to your village, the boy from my past," said Hana. "Years ago, when I was just a child, I had decided that I would meet my parents, and so I set out for my village, but I got lost. I was feeling helpless when we met. You told me that whenever I was feeling sad I should look up at the clouds, that when the clouds changed shape I could change them into whatever I wanted. You promised me that as long as I have hope, the clouds would give me the comfort that I needed, and from then on I searched the clouds for your likeness. That's why I recognize you right away, even though time has changed you, because you always been in my heart. You gave me hope when things were the darkness," said Hana. "Wow, those are perfect together," Sakura whispered to Sasuke. However, just then the branch that were on finally broke, which caused Sasuke and Sakura to fall down and push Kakashi towards Hana. As Naruto shook his head and said to himself, "Idiots," while Sasuke and Sakura groaned in pain from their fall. Kakashi, however, was on top of Hana and their lips was almost touching, and if it wasn't for Kakashi's mask and they were looking straight into each other's eyes, and when Sasuke and Sakura fell on him, one of them knocked the knots back of his headband, causing it to become undone and revealing Kakashi's Sharingan. As Kakashi finally got of Hana, he then turned around and looked at Sasuke and Sakura, who finally got themselves up, and Naruto, who finally revealed himself. "What are you three doing here?" said Kakashi. "Well, you see him, here you go. We thought that you might need these," said Sakura. What?" Kakashi said, not understand what was going on. However, behind him Hana, who finally gotten herself, just smiled. "Thank you," said Hana. In the mission assignment room. In the room was the Hokage, the people who assigned missions, and in front of them was Team 7, and behind them was Ibiki and Inoichi. "We have received word that the Hidden Lock Village has captured Richi, one of our jonin," said Hiruzen. "The Hidden Lock Village," said Ibiki. "It's the village where we believe the spy comes from there," said Inoichi. "Yes, Hana, the Lock Village has offered a trade for her, and in exchange for Richi. However, lucky for us, she had gathered little information about the Land of Fire and our Hidden Leaf Village, so exchange her would be harmless," said Hiruzen. "No, you can't. I mean, I'm completely against giving her back," said Kakashi. Said Hiruzen. "On a large wooden bridge. The exchange was to be held on the borders between the Land of Fire and the Land of Rivers, on a large wooden which was over a chasm and a river. One side was Kakashi, Hana, Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke and 3 other jonin, whiles on the other side of the bridge there was elderly man, 6 shinobi wearing the same outfit, and 1 man who was wearing the Konoha standard uniform. The ninjas from the Hidden Lock village uniform was all the same, a brown flak jacket with a red mesh top underneath, black pants with bandages around their right thigh and calves, brown shin guards, black fingerless gloves that stretched to the top of their biceps, and black shinobi boots. As for the elderly man, he had medium-length gray hair, which he kept in a ponytail, and a long hanging mustache of matching color. His body was of a slim build and his face had a somewhat narrow jawline. He was wearing a conical straw hat, hand guards, and he had cloak which hid most of his body, and he was carrying a monk's staff, which had a lock hanging from the 2 lower rings at its top. Kakashi and Hana walk across the bridge as well as the elderly man and Richi, but they stop both. They reach the middle of the bridge, and then slowly Hana and Richi both walk to their comrade. However, once Richi walked past Kakashi, he then pulled out a kunai. Now Kakashi shouted, and then the 3 jonin and a group of Umbu Black Ops who jump out of the bunches ran towards him. "We won't let you get away," said Kakashi. "I expected as much," the elderly said before he did a hand sign which the explosion tags which he had his shinobi plan to explode. "Hana, must you deliver the intel," said the elderly man before he ran down the side. "Right side." "Right," said Hana before she ripped her clothes off to reveal that she was wearing her Jomi shinobi uniform, and she had her forehead protector around her forehead, and she had tied her hair in a loose ponytail with a red ribbon, while still letting 2 bangs frame her face, and then she ran away in the opposite direction from the elderly man. "I will go after her whilst you 3 will handle the other one," Kakashi told his genin before he gave chase to Hana. As Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura chased after the elderly man, who was surprisingly fast for his old age. However, it wasn't enough, as Naruto managed to catch up to him and threw 3 kunais at him and got in front of him, but the elderly man used his staff and blocked the kunais and stopped being surrounded. Naruto in front and with Sasuke and Sakura behind him. "Give up, you're outnumbered and surrounded," Sasuke demanded. "Yeah, you better listen to Sasuke-kun," Sakura said, being a fangirl like always. "Don't underestimate the hidden lock shinobi," the elderly man said before he threw a smoke tag on the ground and it went off, covering the area. Naruto quickly did a couple hand signs and said wind style, wind palm jutsu. He then unleashed his technique though, where the elderly man was his left hand, and blow away the smoke. However, he kept it weak enough so it wouldn't hurt Sasuke or Sakura. However, as the smoke cleared, it revealed the elderly man was gone, so Naruto then used his sensory skill to locate him, but to Naruto's surprise he couldn't at all. "How did he do it? I know there's no way he get out of my range that fast." So how, Naruto thought curiously. Kakashi and Hana. As Kakashi chased after Hana until they came to a cliff where Hana managed to stop herself before falling, she then turned around to face Kakashi. "So you knew?" But how, Hana asked. "It was that day you were wavering a sign with your eye movements without even realizing my Sharingan followed the signs, and I learned your jutsu. When I use it, I was able to see inside my own mind. That right eye of yours doesn't look at the outside world, it instead looks inside your inner world, inside your own mind, and it can look into any thoughts of anyone who has enters your own mind as well. You allow yourself to be captured and waited until we try to obtain any of your secrets, though entering your mind, and while Zenoichi was trying to get any information from your mind, you were able to gather his secrets on the land of fire and the Hidden Leaf Village without Inoichi even noticing at all, and you would be able to take all information with you after we exchanged prisoners. At first I was against the swap, but I knew it was our best chance of getting Richi back, so we planned to return you back to the Hidden Lock Village to get Richi back and then recapture you before you could hand over your intel," said Kakashi. "You didn't have to do that. The information that I have gathered I have erased from my mind," said Hana. "Do you really expect me to believe that?" said Kakashi. Hana then walked towards Kakashi. "Use your Sharingan and see for yourself, please. I want you to do this so I would know you do believe me," said Hana. "Hana," said Kakashi. "The Leaf Village is just what I imagined my real home would be like. Walking through it with you felt like I have returned home, even though it was my first time, and when your students gave us their blessing I felt like I was expecting into the village. I truly it, and that's why I won't do it. I won't betray the place I call home." Hana. Before Kakashi could finish his sentence, he was interrupted by Hana. "Even if I go back now, I would most likely be arrested for deleting the intel I had and then be killed because of it. If I'm going to die anyway and want to die at hands, then I could die believing that for the first time I was able to do something good for the only place that I have ever felt at home," said Hana. "I'm sorry, but I can't kill someone who has lost their pride as a shinobi. A true shinobi never allows their emotions clouded their thought during a mission. I wanted us to battle to the death as true shinobi, even for their own village. But now," said Kakashi. "So that's your answer, is it?" said Hana. "Go," Kakashi simply said. However, Hana's answer was no. "Hana, I am not going to kill, so you better go before anyone from my or your village show up," said Kakashi. "I'm not leaving because I want to join the Hidden Leaf Village," said Hana. "Hana, I don't think the Hokage would allow you to join us after all of this." He will if you help me to convince him, and I would hand over the information that do have on the hidden lock village, like the type of jutsus, how our spy system, and any other things that I know, said Hana. Even if you did have that information, Inoichi would have found it when he was inside of your mind, but he didn't because you had purged them from your mind, said Kakashi. I do know the purge technique, however, from what you have seen, I do know mind techniques, and the hidden lock village had created a sealing jutsu which allows you to seal away any secret information that you might know, so that when I am gathering the intel from the person who has entered my mind with my eye technique, they wouldn't find any useful information from me. The technique is called the knowledge lock seal, said Hana. Something like that would be useful, especially members of the Black Ops, Kakashi thought. Okay, Hana, let's return back the Hidden Leaf Village then, said Kakashi as he and Hana then began to walk back to the bridge. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoy it. If you want the next part of this video, turn on that bell notification. Like, subscribe, and comment down below. And also check out the others' videos I have created and enjoyed it. See you guys next video. Till that, take care.